Let's see what the hype is about.
Time to swing your sword.
Time for my daily PvP check. Let's just get this over with.
You know how it goes. You owe me 1 PvP attack.
Here in PvP Civilization, your entire life is measured by the amount of hits you have left with your sword. If your sword breaks, well, it's game over.
What?
Don't think I forgot. You weren't in your room yesterday. You still owe me 1 more PvP attack.
Bro, come on. Are you serious? I can't afford that. I only have 3 attacks left with my sword. If I give you one, I won't even be able to close my door tonight.
Not my problem.
Maybe later.
You should have upgraded to a stone sword when you had the chance.
The PvP guard was right. I had a chance for a longer life, and I wasted it.
Alright, you're good. I would say see you tomorrow, but I doubt you'll be around. Good luck.
Like I said, the amount of PvP attacks you have is your life. And that also means I only have 2 swings left of my sword before my life in PvP Civilization is over. But that's how PvP Civilization works. If you upgrade your sword, you can live a longer life. Rumor has it that people with a stone sword live twice as long as the wooden sword.
Your life is tied to the durability of your sword?
I can't even begin to imagine if my life was over 100 attacks long. But unfortunately, that will always be a dream, because I'll never be able to get a stone sword. There was a time when I actually thought I could get a stone sword. That's pretty much what everyone thinks when they're at the wood sword level. This massive wall in front of me is called the Red Gate. This gate is what's stopping me and all the other wooden swords from getting a better life. Truth be told, I haven't seen anyone get past the Red Gate. It's every wooden sword's goal to get past the Red Gate.
What happened to his skin? Why is he Steve now?
Stone sword. Opening the door is expensive. It costs 3 PvP attacks alone just to get.
Oh, he's simulating someone else.
That's the easy part about upgrading your sword. The hard part is the PvP battles. In order to actually get through the gate, a wooden
Chat, do you think it'll be weird
if
someone's watching the VOD and they see me wearing this cape?
That's why getting a stone sword is nearly impossible, because people barely fight in PvP Civilization. At least not at the wood sword level. Picking a fight is too risky. The more you use your sword, the shorter your life gets. And that's not including the fact that you could die from the battle itself. It's only when people are desperate, that's when they fight each other. Because that's the only way to increase your lifespan in PvP Civilization.
By taking other people's swords?
Battle causes them to drop their sword, and the winner gets the amount of hits they had left in their life. Other than upgrading to a stone sword, that's the
because you can combine them. Oh my god!
PvP Civilization. Unfortunately for me, neither one of those is an option now. All I can do now is save my 2 sword swings and wait for a miracle.
Hey, kid. I'm selecting you to battle in the 1v1 arena tomorrow. Be ready to fight.
Whoa, what? You're selecting me for the 1v1? I can't do a 1v1. I have 2 hits left with my sword. I can't win a fight in 2 hits.
Well, that's why I'm picking you, buddy. You should be thanking me for ending your suffering.
Oh, this is just great. Well, I can no longer wait for a miracle. This is my last day of PvP Civilization. Even if I had enough durability with my sword to win a battle, I've never won a battle before. In fact, I've never even fought anyone in PvP Civilization. So, I think it's safe to say that tomorrow, my life is over. Everyone in PvP Civilization always keeps their door shut. The reason for that is that people could catch you off guard during the middle of the night. The problem I have now is that it costs 1 attack to open and close your door. And given that I have 2 attacks left, I cannot close my door or else I'll die. So I think it's safe to say I will have a hard time sleeping tonight. I actually can't even use my bed at all. You have to pay to use your bed in PvP Civilization, which I cannot afford to. This is how my life is gonna end. I couldn't even manage to get myself a stone sword. And now I'll never be able to figure out what life is
my
like
prediction is that they're going to
wall.
somehow incorporate enchantments into this for like the gods.
The next day,
like their objective is to get like the mending enchantment or some shit.
Come into my room in the middle of the night and eliminate me, but I was wrong. Unfortunately, my fate remains the same. The PvP guard was waiting for me to escort me to the 1v1 arena. There was no point in stalling. This was the end.
Wow, I'm honestly surprised you're still alive. All right, follow me.
I followed the PvP guard as he led me to the 1v1 sector. I took
Why are you actually watching this?
The Red Gate.
Well, it's either between this or Arena Breakout Infinite.
That wall. That is, unless I somehow win this 1v1. To be honest, I don't think anyone in history has won a 1v1 with 2 hits of a sword. Even if that was possible, I haven't even hit anyone.
Blue, have you watched this? This could be peak.
I don't think that's gonna be me.
Have you watched the Parkour Civilization?
The 1v1 sector.
That shit was crazy.
All I know about this place is that 2 people go in and 1 person comes out.
Just wanted to let you know that I picked an opponent with full health for you. I didn't want to make you think you had a chance.
Okay. I guess that's very generous of you. Thanks for letting me know.
Let me guess, he dies and he gets sent into the underworld where he has a chance to get another wooden sword.
In PvP Civilization that
yes!
fight.
I'm a genius,
I guess
dude.
it's a way to
Put me on the
separate
writing
the strong and the weak. and well, I am definitely a part of the weak. I made it to the top of the 1v1 arena, and the door closed behind me. There was no escape from this place. The only way I could leave is by winning the 1v1. Whoever made this place made sure that
he's gonna bring out his fist and fist his ass.
The edge, I heard a door close behind me, and I turned around to
punch him to death,
staring face to face with me. This is gonna be quick. Hey man, so look, the guard told me you're at full health. I'm also at full health, so I know this is gonna be a tough battle for both of us. And you know, with me being super experienced at PvP, if you want to surrender, I'm okay with it. Whoa. Okay, wait, just wait. Look, I have a wife and I have a kid back home, okay?
Bro does not have a wife.
I have two kids, back home.
Stop this right now.
Okay, I'm sorry, I don't have a wife or I don't have kids. I'm just panicking.
Tell me, why is it you think we are here? Am I correct in assuming you also have no memory of before PvP civilization?
Yeah, that's true. I don't know how we got here, but does it really matter? I mean, this is the life that was given to us. Why are you asking me that?
Because none of this makes any sense. Fighting with no purpose, being told that our swords are our entire lives.
But our swords are our entire lives. If they break, our lives are over.
No, I don't think that's ever been true.
In that moment, my opponent violated the one rule of PvP civilization and dropped his sword.
We don't have to fight. We can live without PvP.
But just as those words were spoken, my opponent served as an example of why you never drop your sword in PvP civilization. Okay, what just happened? I walked over to the floating sword sitting on the ground, and after standing by it for a couple of seconds, the sword merged into my own and the doors to the 1v1 arena opened again. I won the 1v1, but that's when I looked down at my sword and saw that my life was now 39 attacks long. That guy had almost a full durability.
Listen, chat, I would suck in PvP civilization because I fat fingered my Q.
Attacks,
it was like 24/7.
My dream wasn't gone after all. Maybe I actually could become a stone sword.
I drop my sword way too often.
1v1, I wasn't safe yet. I was still at half a heart, and PvP civilization is a dangerous place.
Listen, I used to play Suit PvP, okay?
Fix this problem soon.
Wait, what? How are you still alive? It was physically impossible for you to win.
Yeah, well, I used my 2 hits pretty wisely, I guess, but honestly, thank you for sending me in there. My life is so much longer. You kind of saved my life.
Well, that's just fantastic. I had a bet worth 5 PvP attacks with one of the other guards that you would lose, so thanks for that.
Oh, sorry, man. Wait, you bet with the other PvP guards that I'd die? What is wrong with you?
Just be grateful you're alive, kid. Like you said, I practically saved your life, remember?
Okay, so PvP civilization is much worse than I thought it was.
All right,
okay.
Well,
bring out the fantasy
now.
sponsor.
I'll be here tomorrow.
The guard brought me back to my home, a place just a few moments ago I thought I would never see again. I left this place with 2 PvP attacks. That's all I had. I mean, I didn't even have enough attacks to close my own door. And now, well, I can afford to close my door a lot of times. Which is good, because if someone in PvP civilization wants to fight me, let's just say I'm not gonna last a long time with half a heart. For now, keeping my door shut and staying locked inside my room sounds terrific. I don't even know what I should do now. I mean, a few minutes ago, I had quite literally a 0% chance of survival. And now I'm practically rich in PvP civilization. All right, time to log all of this in my video journal machine. Hi everyone. This is day
Bro is vlogging
in PvP civilization.
In PvP
let's just say
civilization.
my life has had some crazy
No
changes.
way, is that
To
the
start,
Sony
I got
A7?
my first win in PvP civilization. I never thought I would see a number that wasn't a 0 next to my name. Granted, it wasn't actually a win. My opponent dropped his sword and said some ominous things before sacrificing himself. But, I mean, a win's a win if you ask me. I don't make the rules of PvP.
Wait, what's that redstone
now
shit behind
I have
him?
39 hits with my sword, which is insane, and I can't help thinking that maybe this could be my chance to finally rank up to a stone sword, to find out what life is like behind that wall. Alright, I'm probably gonna sign off there. Oftentimes, I wonder if talking to this machine is even worth it, but no one has friends in PvP civilization, so it's all I got. Now,
Damn.
I gotta focus on the important thing, and that's
Oh, that's not
staying
redstone.
alive.
That's the
If I
red
actually
thing.
have a chance at getting a stone sword, I'm not gonna be able to do it at half a heart, which means I can't hide behind my door anymore. I have
Bro,
to
just
go get
wasted
food
2
if I wanna
durability.
live.
Why'd you
Oh,
close
that's
your
not
door
good.
at that point?
Right when I opened my door, I noticed that the person living across from me had their door open. Whoever lives there wasn't hiding in their room anymore. This could only mean one of two things. One, they were going to the PvP marketplace, or two, they're looking for a fight. Honestly, they could be doing a bit of both. A lot of fights take place in the PvP marketplace, which is why getting food is one of the most dangerous things to do in PvP Civilization. But at this point, I'm left with no options. I need food. I might have extended
also
my
need food,
lifespan by
but I don't
getting
have-
more sword durability, but that doesn't mean I
Tate's
can't die
cookies.
by starvation. I made my way over to where the PvP marketplace gate was. Given that I didn't see anyone on the way over here, it's very likely that someone is inside the PvP marketplace right now. Maybe I'm leading myself into a trap,
Chat, come
but
on.
that's
Pretty
a
good.
risk I'm gonna have to take. I paid one attack
How
to
long is this
open the
movie?
gate,
It's
and
only
I was
3
now
hours.
in the PvP marketplace. This is where every player in PvP Civilization buys anything they want or anything they need. Players only usually come here when they're desperate, which is why so many fights take place here. The dangerous part about the PvP marketplace is that there are a lot of places to hide. Someone could be hiding around a corner for hours, waiting to strike at any moment. And if you aren't careful, your life in PvP Civilization could be over in an instant, which is why I'm taking the parkour route instead of the ladders today. I
Whoa!
have one goal, and that's to get food and get out without being spotted. I took a big risk going up the parkour way, and it is impossible. Oh, I can't make this jump without sprint. Maybe if I was a parkour god, I might be able to, but I'm not. Time to find a new way. But right as I went down to find a new way, I saw another player. My suspicions were confirmed, and I was not alone in the PvP marketplace. The only advantage I have is that I saw them before they saw me, so I still might be able to make this work. If that player is still up there, I should be able to take the ladder on the backside of the marketplace without being noticed. The best part about going up this way is that it gets me extremely close to buying the raw chicken or raw pork chop. I got to the top of the ladder expecting
Raw
an
chicken or
ambush,
raw
but I
pork
was
chop?
still in the clear. The good news is that I still had eyes on the player, and I was right in front of the shops where I could get food. If I played this right, I could get the food and get out without being spotted. I quietly climbed up the ladder and took cover behind one of the shops before I was seen. Okay, step 1 done. Now I just need to buy some food. I could either get raw chicken that costs 1 attack, or I could go behind me and get the raw pork chop that costs 2 attacks. Wait, bro, what? The pork chop's kind of a scam. I'm just gonna buy a lot of chicken. I swung at the armor stand 1 time and I got 1 piece of chicken. Okay, that's 1. Let's see if she sees me. No, okay, she sees me. I am so dead. What do I do? What do I do? I have nowhere to go. I'm so done for.
Just so you know, I spotted you right as you walked in, if that makes you feel any better.
Well, don't get any closer, okay? I've won a lot of PvP battles in my life, so I wouldn't try anything.
Relax. I already have 3 wins and I'm getting my stone sword tomorrow. I don't need to fight you.
Wait, what? She didn't try attacking me.
Damn!
Let's go, I'm still alive. That was now the second time where I thought for sure my journey in PvP Civilization would be over, but it's far from over. I got 5 pieces of chicken now, and I still have 31 hits left with my sword. And that's all because that woman decided not to attack me. In all my time in PvP Civilization, I've never met someone who didn't try to attack me. Actually, I take that back. There was the guy from the 1v1 arena that didn't want to fight me. That was also the guy that said we could live without PvP. But this woman is different. I think the other guy was crazy. I mean, why would he drop his sword? I mean, even though no one here seems to know a thing about where we are and why we're here, everyone understands that PvP is your life. I remember my first day here, and that's when I realized you had to PvP to survive. My first day, I woke up inside of a room, much smaller than the one I have now, but we'll get to that later. I had no memory of anything before. All I knew was my name. And all I had on me was this wooden sword. But little did I know was that this sword determined my entire life in this civilization. I walked over to the wall to see a sign next to the picture of my face. It said that the number of wins I had was 0. And honestly, that number did not change for a while. I mean, it literally changed today. After being stuck behind my door for a while, it didn't take long to figure out that PvP meant everything in this place. PvP was used to open doors, to close doors, and
Chat, do you think you'll find a book written in
Obviously, I
PvP?
did not know that back then, so I wasted wasted a lot of swings just opening and closing my door. So after I was done, probably making my life a few days shorter, I decided to explore the place that I found myself in. And let's just say, I really wish someone would have told me that my sword durability was my lifespan before finding out about the PvP marketplace. This place single-handedly made my life very, very short. I walked around the PvP marketplace and I stumbled upon the realization that PvP was not only used to close and open doors. You could use PvP to buy items. PvP was like a currency in here. So, with that being said, I bought a furnace for 2 attacks, yep, without having any food. I also bought a chest for 2 attacks without having any items to put in it. And one might think I would have bought raw chicken or raw pork chop when I saw it, given that I was buying everything I could see. But no, for some reason, I decided not to get any food, and instead, I bought a journal machine for 3 attacks. Obviously, looking back, it was not a very smart decision, and I honestly don't even know why they sell these things. I bought 1 piece of coal, because why not? And that's when I saw the large house. And I think anyone can assume what I did when I was faced with such a large purchase. So, yep, it is pretty safe to say that the PvP marketplace kind of ruined my life. But it's okay now, cause we're back on track, and this time I actually learned to spend my swings on food and not physical items that serve no purpose at all. I made my way back up.
Wait, he
to
has
my
a furnace,
house, and I realized
and he has
that
coal.
the
He
woman
can
from
cook the
PvP
chicken.
Marketplace made it
Cook
back
the
to her
chicken
room as well. She said that tomorrow she's getting her stone sword, which means if she's gonna rank up, she already has 3 victories. I started cooking my food and I loaded up the video journal machine to talk to, well, myself. Alright, so crazy update in PvP Civilization. I met this girl in the PvP marketplace, and I think she might like me. I mean, she made eye contact with me for like at least 2 seconds. But anyways, I figured out that she has 3 wins in PvP
This is definitely a
Civilization,
Minecraft video.
which means she knows how to fight.
Tuna!
So, that being
Yo,
said,
come watch
I have a
PvP
plan, and it
Civilization
might
with
help
us.
me get a stone sword. So, after I eat all of this cooked chicken and get some more health, so I won't
Basically,
die
your
one day,
life
I
is
am
determined
gonna
by
try
your
to talk to her
sword's
and see if she
durability.
can
And if your
help me
sword's
rank up.
durability goes
So
to
if
0,
anyone's
you
watching
die.
these video journals,
And you have
which
to
I'm guessing no one
pay
will,
using your sword's
wish me
durability
luck.
to like
Alright,
open and
well,
close
if this
doors,
works, I
buy
might be able to
food,
figure out how to get
and
3
like
wins.
battle other people.
Hello, this is the guy from the PvP marketplace. We met a few minutes ago. Pretty good looking.
Yes? What do you want?
Wait, she didn't say I wasn't good looking. Okay, stop. I gotta focus.
Riz.
Look, I was just thinking maybe you could try teaching me how to rank up to become a stone sword.
And why should I help you with that?
Well, I don't know. I mean, I just figured that since you were one of the only people to not attack me in this place, maybe you were different from the others. Maybe you could actually help me.
Listen, kid, don't you know by now you're not supposed to trust anyone in PvP Civilization? And that includes me.
Look, I know we're not supposed to trust anyone in PvP Civilization, but honestly, it's a risk that I'm willing to take. As a wooden sword, we can only live for 59 days, and getting a better sword is the only way to live a longer life. I just want to be able to experience that one day. At that moment, I heard the swing of a sword, and I turned around to see that the woman's door was open.
Fine. I'll teach you how to win battles. Let's just make this quick.
Thank you, let's go! Wait, does this count as a first date?
Please never say that again.
Sorry, I couldn't believe this was happening. I was getting PvP advice from someone who has defeated
Chat, is this
3
Riz
players
or
in
sexual
PvP
harassment?
Civilization. Hey, where's your armor stand for your bed? Why do I have to pay to sleep? All right, whatever. I'm ready for my PvP lesson. So, is this gonna make me a PvP master?
Tell me, what do you know about PvP Civilization?
Well, we have to PvP to survive, can't run out of sword swings, and no one knows how we got here. That's pretty much it.
Exactly. So let me make this clear. The only thing I care about is staying alive long enough to figure out what this place is. So that means if you try something, I won't hesitate to take you out.
Oh, well, thanks,
On
I
date?
guess.
All right. By the looks of you, I'm guessing you've never damaged another player before, so try swinging at me.
Wait,
What?
what? I'm not gonna swing my sword at you. I only have 30 attacks left. I don't want to waste one. Plus, you know, obviously you could die.
You have all the attacks you need to rank up. Plus, you couldn't defeat me if you tried. Now swing.
Okay, if you say so.
Okay,
That's
was fine.
assault!
Now let me teach you a critical hit. Try jumping, and on the way down, swing your sword. It will do much more damage.
Wait. You're telling me you can jump and swing your sword at the same time?
I can't even believe you just said that. Yes, you can jump and swing your sword at the same time. Now, let's go. Try a critical hit.
Chat, is the
Okay,
busket still
so
canceled?
I
was about to
jump
sing the
and
anthem.
swing at the same time. Let's go. All right, I think I got it.
I didn't say jump in place. Try it against me.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Right, of course. I don't know why I did that. I tried jumping and swinging my sword,
Yo!
and just like she said, I landed a critical hit.
There. Now you know something. Pretty much no one with a wooden sword knows how to do one. So winning battles should be easy. Now, I need to get ready.
Wait, what about the 8 block? What about W tapping? What about S tapping? What about strafing? What about
Yeah, of course. Well, thank you, and good luck. This was crazy. I learned how to critical hit. With this skill, I actually can win PvP battles now. I could actually get a stone sword. For the first time in my life, I felt like I had a future in PvP Civilization. I woke up the
Chat,
next
this is
day
OWC. What are you
excited
talking
for
about?
the day ahead. I had plenty
We're
of
watching
sword
USA,
swings and didn't
and
have to
they're
worry
faced
about
off
the daily
against,
PvP check. As long as I used my PvP attacks
Twice.
wisely, I could get past the daily PvP checks and keep my door closed for a good 2 weeks or so. And let's just say I had enough swings to pay for some extra information, if you will. And by that, I mean bribing a PvP guard with an extra PvP attack.
Oh, okay. So you want a little inside information now. I might be able to help with that. Just make it quick.
Okay, so here's the deal. You PvP guards know a lot, right? And there's this woman who's about to rank up to become a stone sword, and I was wondering if you could give me her phone number.
All right, buddy. Why would you
What?
even ask that? No one in here even owns a phone. So what good would a phone number do?
Shoot. Yeah, I guess that doesn't really make sense when you say it out loud. I don't know, I just thought that was kind of a thing that people say, you know?
But what I can tell you is that I think one of the players is going to try to sneak attack her when she tries ranking up to a stone sword. Not sure if that information is of any value to you, but that's all I got.
Okay, that is actually some crazy
Wait,
news.
is there a
Do I warn her
relationship
about this
story
now,
here?
Or should I...
Are they about to be like the duo that's awkward?
Is actually going to try to ambush her.
But
when she
then at
tries
the end,
ranking
they
up,
work together,
I could
and then
pull
boom, they're a happy
sneak attack
couple?
of my own and possibly get my second win. Okay, the plan is simple, but I'm still very, very scared. All I have to do is close my door and wait till I hear people coming down the ladder. This, well, I really hope this works. I waited for about an hour until I heard the sounds of someone going down the ladder. The attack was happening now, and it was time to launch my plan. If I fail, the only friend I've made in PvP Civilization might be gone. So I can't do that. I saw the player at the bottom of the ladder, and both players were running towards the red gate. At this rate, the woman wouldn't make it through in time. I had to get down there now. I didn't have time to think about the fact that this was
Whoa,
the
how
first
did you catch up so
PvP
fast?
battle I've ever engaged in. I snuck up behind the player and I swung my sword. What the? How did you just do that? That did so much damage. Let's just say it's called a serious hit. Wait, serious hit? No, that doesn't sound right. What was it called again? Serious hit, important hit.
A critical hit.
Ah, critical hit. I knew I messed it up. I don't care. I got my second win in PvP Civilization. And I can live for a little longer now. I just realized that I only need one more win and I could be going through this gate one day too. The woman swung her sword for the third time and went through the gate. Wait. I just wanted to say thank you.
Don't mention it. Maybe you do have what it takes to get here one day.
And in that moment, the gate closed, and that woman now knows what it's like on the other side of the red wall. She actually did it. I've never seen someone in PvP Civilization go from a wooden sword to a stone. Maybe, just maybe, I can be the second one to do it. I have enough hits left with my sword to do it. I just need one more win. All right, back again with my video journal update. The latest is that my girlfriend left me. I mean, she didn't leave me. I don't know if we were actually dating in the first place, but she got her stone sword, and now I have 2 wins. And I could actually get a stone sword of my own. And to do that, I just need one more PvP win. So, my plan this time is to wait again by the door until someone comes down the ladder. Eventually, someone will have to go to the PvP marketplace. And when they do, I'll be waiting for them. Not in like a creepy way. I mean, not in a nice way either, because I am trying to PvP battle them. But I don't know. You know what I'm trying to say. Anyways, this PvP battle could be the end of my journey, or it could be a ticket to a long and luxurious life. After signing off the video journal that no one will ever see, I saw the player I was going to battle at the bottom of the ladder. Just as I suspected, the player was heading towards the PvP marketplace, which could be really good for me because like I said before, players only buy things in PvP Civilization when they're desperate. So there's a good chance that this player is low on hunger, low on health, or both. Honestly, this could be the easiest fight I've ever had to deal with. I ran around the bottom before going up. I wanted to try to spot the player before I made any moves. Realistically, Clearly, the player is probably buying food, so the parkour route is probably the best way to go.
Damn.
And this time, I actually have the sprint to get up this way. I ran around the corner and I saw where the player was at. If I jumped across to his side, I would start the fight. And that's what I was planning on doing. I jumped across, but that's when I realized I heard footsteps and the player was right around the corner.
He has a stone
sword. The player started coming towards me, but I swung my sword and got in a hit. I was in a bad spot. If I got hit off now, I would probably die from fall damage. I rushed forward to resume the fight, but the player had backed up to another platform. I must have done enough damage in that previous attack to make him retreat. Now, I just gotta play it safe. One hit could determine my future in PvP Civilization. Both of us were at a stalemate. Neither one of us wanted to jump across the platform and hit each other. The player started going down the ladder and I took my chance. I got one successful hit in without taking any damage, but the player was now on the run. I thought the player was gonna try running back to his room, but instead he went up another ladder. I got to the top thinking I was safe, but the player was waiting there for me and I got hit once. Come on, I have to win this battle. Nope, I missed my hit. Oh no, this isn't good. I waited around the corner and I landed 2 more hits on the player. I don't know how he was doing it, but the player was still alive. But after I heard the sound of fall damage, I knew he must be extremely low. One more hit could decide this battle. All I have to do now is not get hit off the platforms. It's time to end this battle. That was until the player pulled out cooked chicken. Of course, the player's been healing this entire time. I'm so done for. I knew I made a mistake. From the beginning, I thought this player would be weak, but he had cooked food on him the entire time. And now I am in big trouble. I needed to find somewhere to go fast. The player was closing in on me, and I knew I had to do something risky. I jumped off the platform, managing to catch myself on the ladder without taking any
ladder clutch!
But that wasn't stopping the player, and they were right on my tail. I was running out of options, and I couldn't help but take more fall damage. In a few moments, I would be cornered, and there would be nowhere left for me to jump. But that's when I realized something. I was in the PvP marketplace, and I still had a good amount of swings left with my sword. I climbed to the top of the platform, and I saw that the shop I was in sold health potions for a cost of 3 attacks. I had 24 hits left with my sword. I could afford to do it. I swung 3 times at the armor stand, and I gained 2 hearts of mine back. But that wasn't enough. I needed more to win this fight. I ended up buying 3 health potions, and I got back up to full health. Now, I could stand a chance in this battle. I tried swinging at my opponent from above, but he had the advantage, and I couldn't hit him from here. The player must be low. I just need to find a way to connect one more hit. And that's when I remembered something.
Try jumping, and on the way down, swing your sword.
Am I really doing this? Yep, it looks like I'm doing it. I jumped off the platform, swinging my sword in midair. I thought I was done for. I thought the fall damage would have been the end of me, but I was still alive, and I didn't see the player above me. I climbed back up the platform to see a floating wooden sword on the ground. It was over. I won the battle, and this wasn't just any battle. This was my 3rd win that I needed to rank up to become a stone sword. I actually did it. Now I just need to get out of here without dying from fall damage. That would be tragic. I can't believe this is my only way down.
Why would you do that?
Really close. I realized that next time I should probably be bringing food to a fight. Somehow I got back to my room safely, and I got to lay my eyes upon something I never thought I would see. The number 3 next to my name. I couldn't believe it. I was actually going to rank up to become a stone sword. This was all that I have dreamt about for, well, not that long, probably less than a month, but still, as long as I could remember. This calls for one last journal log. Well, this is it. I can't believe I'm actually saying this, but I'm gonna become a stone sword today. So, after I eat this chicken, heal up a bit, I'm gonna walk down there and go through the red gate into a better life. If the rumors are true about stone swords, my life could be over 100 hits long, and that's the life I always dreamed of having. So, unless they sell video journal machines beyond the wall, this is me signing off on my last journal log. After I ate my 2 pieces of chicken, I went over to the wall. There was no reason I should be spending any more time in this place. I had my 3 wins, and it was time to rank up. I swung my sword 3 times, and the gate opened up. This was it. There was no turning back now. When I go beyond this wall, I'll get to live the life that I deserve, that everyone deserves, and I'll never have to return back to this nightmare of a place. After taking one last look at PvP Civilization, I stepped inside the wall and the gate closed behind me, and I finally got to see what was behind the red gate. I was in some giant hallway, and I turned around and the door was sealed shut. Okay, I don't know what I was expecting, but this is not what I had pictured in my head. I continued down the hallway until I stopped at what looked like to be some sort of entryway. When I walked over the smooth stone, the wooden sword that used to be in my hand disappeared, and in its place was something else. It was all that I had been hoping to get, a stone sword. I walked over to the red blocks in the middle of the room. Entry to level 2, what does that mean? I looked over the edge and all I saw was a giant hole that led to nothing. No ladders, no staircase, and I couldn't see the bottom. Wait, so down there is where level 2 is. Does that mean people with stone swords have been living under us the entire time? Okay, that is crazy. I was not expecting that. But that's when I took a look around and realized that there were shops inside of this room. A leather chest plate for the cost of 20 attacks? How many attacks do I even have? I looked down at my sword and saw that my life was over 130 hits long. 130? Are you serious? I can live forever. I don't know why there were shops
you must
here,
make a PP civilization.
That was a chance to prepare for what life was like at level 2. This was crazy. I not only had a stone sword, but I had
do the
armor.
1-star map for the chicken or the
these for my
2-star
PvP
map for the
battles
pork
earlier.
chop?
Wait, what is this? Blue leather chestplate for 25 attacks? Wait, I should have bought this one. A blue leather chestplate is so much cooler than a regular one. Wait, what is this? A green leather chestplate? Okay, that's my favorite color. A black leather chestplate? That's my second favorite color.
What is he doing?
Okay, I'm not gonna make the same mistake as last time. I'm actually gonna get food. Golden carrot or a golden apple for 20 attacks? That's nothing. I'm rich now. Bro, this is so cool. I just want to buy everything. What is this? A video journal machine? Bro, this is insane. Now I can record what it's like at level 2 of PvP Civilization. This is PvP Civilization.
What the fuck?
Your entire life is determined by the amount of hits you have left with your sword, which means my life is only 58 attacks long, unless I make it past this wall, which will give me a stone sword.
Wait, did he downrank?
My lifespan. But the thing is I already made it past the wall, and I died. In PvP Civilization, if your sword breaks, it's game over, and mine definitely broke. So the question is how am I standing here alive and with a full durability wooden sword? Part of me wants to think that getting a stone sword and dying was just a bad dream, but I know it was real. The sign in my room still says I've won 3 PvP battles, which means every fight I had and everything I went through had to have happened, which means I definitely died.
Let's go. Get out here. Time for PvP.
And I forgot about the daily PvP checks. At least I got a new wooden sword now. Surviving the daily attack won't be an issue.
You know the drill. You owe 1 PvP attack, just like every day.
You are just the person I need to talk to. I don't even know how to say this. How exactly am I still alive?
I am so glad you brought that up. I ask myself that question every single day. You have 0 PvP skill. You leave your door open all the time. You talk to yourself. You think you have a girlfriend, but she is most certainly not interested in you. You act all cool like you're the main character or something, and then the plot armor? Don't even get me started.
What?
You're not even that good looking.
He's breaking the fourth wall.
Can you stop? That's not at all what I was talking about. All of that was very unnecessary and kind of mean. Also, the girlfriend part, kind of debatable in my opinion. But anyways, no, I mean, I actually died. I got a stone sword and it broke.
The target audience
I don't
are
even
middle
know what to say to
schoolers.
that. If you're gonna try to make up a crazy story to get out of your daily PvP attack, it won't work.
And that's
No,
it.
you don't get it. I'm not making
But
this
for
up.
some reason,
After I won the
I'm
third
hooked.
PvP battle needed to rank up, I went through the red gate. I was in some hallway, and when I walked towards the end, a stone sword appeared in my hand. And that's when I realized everyone with a stone sword has been living under us this entire time. But before I could go down there, well, I bought 4 chest plates, I tried buying a video journal machine, and then I died.
Okay, so let me get this straight. You got your 3 wins, you got your stone sword, and then you bought 3 leather chest plates,
It was actually 4 leather chest plates, but continue.
and then you decided to buy a video journal machine.
Well, I mean, I had to keep up with my daily journal, especially after I ranked up to a stone sword.
And then your sword broke and you died. What happened after?
And then I woke up back here in my bed like nothing ever happened.
Alright, buddy. I'm gonna need 2 attacks now to make up for all that pain and suffering for listening to all that. Please keep it to yourself next time.
I didn't expect the PvP guard to believe my story. I didn't even believe it myself when I
Attack
said
him!
it out loud. All I know is somehow I was revived in PvP Civilization. It's kind of unfortunate how me coming back to life leads to me paying double what I would usually pay in a daily PvP check. But all things considered, the most important thing is that I'm alive. I thought my journey was over, but I might still have a chance to figure out what PvP civilization is, to figure out why we're even here and if there's a way out. The only thing I know for certain is that a stone sword gives me a longer life. And of course, I had to go and break it in 2 minutes. Not exactly my smartest moment. Wait, what am I still doing here? I have 3 PvP wins. I could rank up right now. To get a stone sword in PvP civilization, you only need 2 things. You need to win 3 PvP battles, and you need 3 hits of your sword to open up the gate. Fortunately, I have both of those, so there's nothing stopping me now from ranking up. Actually, if I remember, the food on the other side of the wall was expensive. I might be the only one who knows that. Usually, no one would be able to come back to this side of the wall after you go through. Wait, I might be the smartest person in PvP civilization. I'm just
discovered arbitrage. No way.
Cheaper. And then, once I rank up, I'll have a stone sword with full durability and tons of food to survive level 2. Let's go. I went to the PvP marketplace to carry out my plan, but it quickly went downhill. Ah! Wait, I'm sorry, I'm leaving. Okay, on second thought, I don't need food.
Hit his feet, what are you doing?
Ah, this is really bad. Ever since I came back to life, I completely forgot where I was. This was PvP civilization, a place where people are forced to fight each other for a better life. And because I let my guard down, I don't have time to rank up now. The only way out of this is a PvP battle. All right, bro, this is your last chance to step away. I've already got 3 PvP wins, but I'm not afraid to make it 4.
Wait, just a second. I don't want to fight, I just want to talk.
Right, so you attack me and now you want me to trust you? That's never gonna happen.
I'd put my sword down if I could. Just listen to me. I know you died and I know you came back.
What? What are you talking about?
I saw you go through the gate to get your stone sword, and I heard the story you told to the guard.
Let me take a guess. You thought that believing my story would get me to trust you? I mean, what did you hope to gain from all of this?
I thought this might be important. The other day, I overheard you talking with a woman.
Oh yeah, that was actually me and my girlfriend.
I highly doubt that.
It's up for interpretation. Anyways, continue.
You said something that stuck with me.
Hey, where's your armor stand for your bed? Why do I have to pay to sleep? All right, whatever. I'm ready for my PvP lesson.
True.
Okay, talk about invasion of privacy. Anyways, so why exactly did that stick with you? And why go through all of this to tell me that?
If you want to talk more, I live on the top floor on the right. You don't have to trust me.
He has a penthouse!
I respect you too. All I want to say is, ask the guards if you have to pay to sleep in PvP civilization.
And that was the last thing the player said to me before he turned around and went back towards the houses. Why should I ask a guard if I have to pay to sleep in PvP civilization? Maybe the player was trying to stall me from ranking up? I mean, there's nothing stopping me now. I guess it could be some sort of trap. Or the player knows something that I don't, and asking a guard is the only way to find out. All right, I guess I can wait a few more minutes to rank up. Hey, excuse me, guard, could I ask you a question?
Please, not you again. If I hear another fake story from you, I think I actually might die.
Okay, I don't know how listening to a story could possibly be that bad, but anyways, no, it's not a story, just a question. Do players have to pay to sleep in PvP civilization? You know, like pay a tax to sleep?
Why would you have to pay to go to bed? I mean, the conditions in PvP civilization are bad enough already. That would just be cruel.
So why is there an armor stand next to my bed?
Okay, if you're gonna talk to yourself, please just step away from the door and do it somewhere else.
I watched as the guard disappeared behind the doors that only PvP guards have access to. He said that no player has to pay to sleep in PvP civilization. So that means I'm the only one with an armor stand in my room next to my bed.
Fuck, dude, why is it just aura?
The player that told me to ask the guard knows something. Once again, this could be an elaborate trap that I'm falling for, but if I rank up to a stone sword, I might never be able to come back here. So this could be my last chance to find out what the player knows. All right, if this is a trap, let's just hope I can PvP my way out of this. Hey, look, it's the guy from a few minutes ago. Before you do anything, do not open the door. We can talk like this. So now that that's clear, I asked the guard the question you told me to ask.
And I'm guessing the answer you got made you curious.
I don't get it. Why would I have an armor stand in my room? I mean, I have to pay 3 attacks to sleep. That's kind of a scam if you ask me. I've only slept once in PvP civilization because of that.
That's what I'm trying to piece together. Armor stands are powerful. They can't be broken, and they basically control all of PvP civilization. But most importantly, hitting armor stands always gives something in return.
That's right. Armor stands are used to buy things.
So the question I have is, when you hit the armor stand in your room,
what was I actually buying? Because if sleeping is free, then I paid 3 PvP attacks for something else.
Exactly.
At that moment, I knew that that player and I were thinking the exact same thing. Okay, crazy idea, but you don't think that that armor stand in my room is what allowed me to respawn, do you?
Maybe. Or it could be nothing. Of course, you would need to die again to test it out, but I hope it doesn't come to that.
The player was right. The only way to know for certain if the armor stand makes me respawn is if I die again. And to be honest, I'm not too sure I want to test that willingly. Because if I'm wrong and the armor stand does nothing, then I obviously run the risk of being gone for good. And whatever second chance I got would be thrown out the window. The best course from here on out is to treat this like my one and only life. Maybe this armor stand was responsible for bringing me back to life, but if it wasn't, then I only have one more shot to make it out of PvP Civilization. And this time, I'm not gonna waste it. I waited in my room until nighttime came around. Tomorrow was the day I rank up to become a stone sword, and it will be the day where I figure out what life is like when you can live for over 130 attacks. There's no questioning that life on the second level is gonna be dangerous. It's a very real possibility that I don't even survive my first day, which is why I'm taking a chance with this mysterious armor stand in my room. No one knows a thing about this place and why we're even in here, so maybe it's not too crazy to believe that this armor stand could save my life.
That means he can spend all of his attacks on buying stuff, put it in the chest that he accidentally bought.
Well, we're back again with a video journal. I guess I should
unalive himself in Minecraft.
I'm alive. Yes,
respawn, take his stuff, and then go.
Before I even got to level 2, but we're just not going to talk about that anymore. The point is I am on my way to get my stone sword for real this time, and I'm not going to break it in the first 2 minutes. I know I traditionally have a problem with spending all of my attacks very quickly, but I can promise that's not going to happen again. I mean, that guy was the old me. I'm a changed man now. When you die and come back to life, I can't explain it, but it just makes you value the important things in your life more. Like my girlfriend. She got her stone sword a couple days ago, and honestly, she's probably worried sick about me. That is, if she survived level 2, but given the fact that she actually knows how to fight, I'm sure she's doing just fine. Anyways, let's talk strategy. Once I drop down to level 2 of PvP Civilization, there's no coming back. There is a chance that the mysterious armor stand in my room causes me to respawn, but I'm not counting on that. As far as I'm concerned, this is my last and only chance to survive and make it out of PvP Civilization, which means this time I'm not spending my attacks on chest plates. I'm buying 3 pieces of cooked steak for 18 attacks. Ugh, I know the prices are bad, but I can't risk going to the PvP marketplace again. I just need to rank up. And the only other thing I'm buying is, well, let's just say the next update will come from level 2. All right, signing off. Okay, as planned, buying a video journal machine for 30 attacks. I still have 113 attacks left. Yeah, I'll be good. Besides, I don't know how I could live without this thing. I walked over to the giant hole in the ground that would lead to the second level of PvP Civilization. I couldn't see anything.
ReZero reference.
For all I know, I might not even survive the drop, but I know that there's only one way to find out. I jumped, not knowing if I would ever come back. I thought my feet were never gonna touch the ground again until I heard a huge splash, and I looked up to see I was completely submerged in water. I've never seen this much water in my life before, let alone any water in PvP Civilization at all. I came up to the surface to take a look at my surroundings. All I saw were 4 identical hallways. This was it. This was the start of my new life as a stone sword in PvP Civilization. It was pretty clear that this was a one-way trip. There would be no way back up to the wooden sword level. But who knows? Maybe I'll never want to go back up again. Maybe getting a stone sword was a ticket to paradise. Or even better, this could be the end and the way out of PvP Civilization. I walked to the end of one of the hallways and I was met with a door. Except I know these doors. These doors weren't the ones that players with swords could open. These doors were only opened by PvP guards. Oh wait, there's a button. I pressed the button that should have opened the door, but unfortunately it did not. Well, this is perfect. I guess level 2 of PvP Civilization is broken. So what now? But all of a sudden, I heard the door open and a PvP guard was standing right in front of me.
Just for future reference, you only need to ring the doorbell one time. Anyways, welcome to level 2. Follow me.
Oh, it was a doorbell. That kind of makes sense. Well, here we go. Time for level 2 of PvP Civilization. The door closed behind us as I followed
but there were 3 other paths
with a different colored shield down the ladder. In a matter of seconds, my new life would begin. The guard opened the door in front of us and we walked out into level 2 of PvP Civilization. This was life as a stone sword. It looked almost identical to the wooden sword level, which I didn't have a problem with. The problem I had was that by the looks of it, it didn't look like I was escaping PvP Civilization anytime soon.
Since you just ranked up, you're under my protection until we get to your room. Follow me.
Oh, let's go. I'll take protection from a PvP guard any day. No way. I get a top floor room too? Maybe this is paradise.
All right, this right here is your room on the top floor to the left.
And now he battles him because he's no longer protecting him.
But of course, if you're looking for something bigger, you can always buy the large house from the PvP marketplace.
Let's go. I can buy a bigger house here too. I am definitely getting one of those. Well, thank you for the protection.
Look, I know you're new here, but players usually leave a PvP tip for our services, you know, for getting you to your house safely.
Oh, a tip? Yeah, for sure. I got you. Sorry, I didn't know tipping was a thing here.
Thank you very much appreciated. Well, good luck in PvP Civilization. I hope
wow,
you survive.
only a one swing tip?
I guess that doesn't sound too good.
That's so cheap.
Well, here
Usually
we are.
it would be
My
like,
life is now 82
I don't know,
attacks long.
20%,
I
so
always
maybe
dreamed
like
for a time when I could have a stone
half
sword
of your
and
sword
live longer than 59 hits. And now I'm living that dream. The question now is, where do I go from here? I looked at the sign on the wall next to the picture of me. It said I have 0
Yo,
wins.
Tommy, was good.
Well, that's odd. I
All
should
good,
have
bro.
3 wins. I guess information travels slowly in PvP Civilization. I took a look around the stone sword level. Just like at the wooden sword level, there was the same red wall with the same door. But something was different. Something changed about the design on the walls. And that's when I realized the truth of PvP Civilization has been around me this entire time. I never questioned as to why the walls were designed the way they were. Why there was wood only at the top. But now seeing the new gray stones filled in underneath, I now realize that the walls were never just designed. They were all of the levels of PvP Civilization. And there were 5. All of a sudden, I heard the swing of a sword right behind me. Oh, this can't be good.
I should have known that was you talking.
No way.
But seriously, stop talking and get in here. It's like you're trying to die.
You know what? I don't even care about the fact that I just found out that there
He's
might be
in!
5 levels
He's
of PvP
in!
Civilization.
Yo!
And the fact that I'll probably never escape this place because I got a room across my future wife. Let's go. Don't worry about the door. I'll get it. It's just what gentlemen do. Anyways, so long time no see.
I'm gonna ignore that first part. Well, congratulations. Looks like you had what it took to rank up after all.
Yeah, well, I couldn't have done it without your help. I mean, you taught me everything I needed to know about PvP, and I have a longer life because of it. But anyways, let's talk about the important stuff. Like, how crazy it is that your room is across from my room? I mean, if I had to guess, it's like the universe wants us to be together.
Alright, kid. The only reason you got that house in the first place is because I defeated the person who was living there before you.
Oh.
And you were about to be my second victim if it wasn't for that weird thing you do where you talk to yourself.
It's called monologuing, and it's good for the story. Anyways, so what do I need to know about level 2?
PvP Civilization goes even deeper. You need 5 victories here to rank up to an iron sword, but I don't know when it ends.
5 victories for an iron sword? There's no way I'm good enough at PvP to win 5 more battles. I died already. Can't the suffering just end?
I'm sorry, did you just say you died already? What do you mean by that?
Oh, yeah, funny thing. So I actually got a stone sword a while ago, and for reasons that won't be said, it broke and I died, but I woke back up on the first layer.
You're saying I can take you out right now, and you'll come back.
Whoa, 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 what is wrong with you? No, we're not gonna test it out. All I know is that there's an armor stand in my room at the first level. No one else in PvP Civilization seems to have one, so that's my only guess on how I came back to life.
Not even sure if you're telling the truth or not, but if someone did have that power, they could be the strongest one in PvP Civilization.
The woman was right. If I had the power to respawn, I could practice PvP without worrying about dying, and eventually I would be the best in PvP Civilization. That also means that I would have enough chances to get to the last level, or better yet, find out the truth about this place. Alright, I don't know if I'm ever gonna respawn again, so what should I do?
You should go find a chestplate. It's unlikely you'll survive a battle without one.
Right, buy a chestplate. I totally don't have a rocky history with buying chestplates, but the woman was right. I'm not that good at PvP, so getting a chestplate means that's probably my best chance of survival. I thanked the woman for her help again, and I told her that if she was ever ranking up to an iron sword soon, I would be totally
Am I dumb, or does she have cake
relationship.
shoes?
She didn't respond to that part, but you know, that's her thing. She's so serious all the time. It's fine. Anyways, before I go get a chestplate, and actually before I do anything in PvP Civilization, I need to do quite possibly the most important task of all time, and that's find a good place for my video journal machine. I bought this thing for 30 swings of my sword, so I have to make good use of it. Alright, this seems like a great spot. This is my first video journal as a stone sword in PvP Civilization, and I will say things are off to a great start. I have cooked beef to tie me over for a while, and I have around 80 swings left with my sword. On top of that, my girlfriend lives right across from me. How crazy is that? And she's insane at PvP, so she'll protect me, hopefully. But for now, I'm on a solo journey, and that's to buy a chestplate. Yes, I know the obvious question is, am I scared that my shopping addiction is gonna get the best of me again? Given the fact that last time I bought 4 chestplates breaking breaking my sword and dying. But no, I will not be tempted this time because now I'm actually focused on my survival. Anyways, that's the end of this video journal log. Hopefully I will be around to update it again. I made my way over to my first new room at the stone sword level. When I walked in, I saw a structure that I've never seen before. If this was the PvP marketplace at level 2, it sure looked a lot different. I had to be careful. I was in unexplored territory, meaning players could be hiding anywhere waiting for a sneak attack, especially on players that have never been here, like me. I climbed up the vines and hopped on to the first level of the structure. And sure enough, I found myself in the PvP marketplace. This is where every player goes to get what they need to survive here. And I need a chest plate to survive. No! Okay, I am not a fan of this design choice for the PvP marketplace. From what I could tell, the first floor of the PvP marketplace was only food, which means the chest plate that I'm after should be at the top. Looking back,
wait, how much was the golden carrots? Golden carrots are OP.
If I had done that, my life
highest saturation out of all food items.
But now I know what to do if I respawn. All right, what do we got here? PvP guard protection, 60 seconds. It costs 50 attacks plus expected tip. Wait, that's awesome. Can I afford this? 77 attacks left. No, I can't buy this. But I'll come back for this one day. I walked over to the next armor stand and stumbled upon exactly what I was looking for. Here we go, leather chest plate for 20 attacks, and I'm only buying one this time.
Oh, I don't think so.
Oh man, that's not good. I slowly turned around to see a player with a leather chest plate standing directly across from me. If this was gonna end in a PvP battle, I don't know if this was one I could win.
Bold move coming up here thinking you could get a chest plate without a fight, but that's what all the new stone swords do. They come here unprepared and fall right into my trap. And I get the easiest PvP victories of my life. And after I've taken out you, I can rank up to become an iron sword, so thank you.
Of course, this guy has a leather chest plate and 4 wins already. And there's no way down to the surface except through the middle, but that's not an option now. The path is blocked and the only way through is to fight. This will probably be my last PvP battle. I will give it my all, but let's just say I really hope that respawn thing is an option. The player walked towards me and I pulled out my best trick in the book.
Wow, a new stone sword player that knows how to critical hit? You might actually win this.
Come on, I just gotta land one more. Wait, what the? What
was that? He got comboed!
You just hit me so many times.
It's called a PvP combo. You actually have to be good at PvP to do it. Now let's get this over with.
This guy was too good, but he also talked too much. I saw an opening and I took it. I jumped off into the center of the PvP marketplace, just barely catching myself at the bottom of the vines. It didn't look like the player was after me, but still, that was way too close. I didn't achieve my goal of getting a chest plate, but all I needed to do now was get back safely. Fortunately, I did that part successfully. Okay, now I'm just gonna take a break. I do not want to explore any more of PvP Civilization. I've got one piece of steak left, which should tie me over for a while. So in the meantime, I will talk about my feelings. All right, back again. Video journal log number 2 here, and a lot of unanswered questions about PvP Civilization. Why are we here? How do we get out? Why are we forced to fight each other? And then there was that thing that guy just did to me. What was it called? A PvP combo? Yeah, I wonder what that's all about. How do I do one of those? Every day, it just seems like I know less and less about the world. Oh man, there's just so much to wrap my head around.
What is this?
Oh, and don't even get me started about the PvP guards. What's up with them? I mean, can guards rank up themselves? How do you become a guard at level 2? And those doors that only they're allowed to open, where do those go? And why do guards accept bribes in the form of PvP attacks? I don't know how getting attacked by players helps them in any way. So that's just another thing that doesn't make any sense. And then there's the woman that lives across from me. Oh, talk about a complicated relationship. She's been a little distant lately, you know, winning PvP battles and trying to find the truth about this place. But I feel like we're gonna get married someday. I wonder if they sell engagement rings in PvP Civilization. Alright, that's enough of talking to myself. A lot of unknowns, a lot of unanswered questions, and no guarantee that I'll survive the next day. As of now, I have a little over 70 hits left of my sword to try to get to the next level. If I got an iron sword, who knows how long my life would be. But if I'm gonna rank up to an iron sword, I can't just stay in my room forever. I have to PvP. I fell asleep against the door of my room until I woke up from the sound of voices. Just outside my room, I could hear the PvP guard talking. All I heard was 1v1 and let's go, followed by the sound of people climbing down a ladder. If my suspicions were correct, the woman across from me was selected for a mandatory 1v1. Sure enough, I opened up my door to see that the woman's room was open. This was really bad. I don't care how good she is at PvP. If you get selected for a mandatory 1v1, only one person comes back alive. And if she gets matched up with someone that has a chest plate, she could be in huge trouble, which is why I have to try to help. I followed the guard into the next room, and sure enough, I was in the 1v1 arena at the stone level. Okay, I gotta try to get in here somehow.
Whoa, buddy, let me stop you right there. If you're looking for a 1v1, there's only 2 ways you can get up there. You either get selected for a mandatory 1v1, or you can buy a ticket.
A ticket, yes, perfect. That's exactly what I need. Do you have any on you? How much does it cost?
Do you really think I look like a guy who sells tickets? No, I don't have any on me. You have to buy one from the PvP marketplace. They're kind of pricey though, just a heads up. You can find them at the top level.
The PvP marketplace. Okay, I'll be right back. I had to hurry. If I don't get this ticket in time, I might risk losing the one person I can trust in PvP Civilization. However, if I'm gonna have any chance at joining that fight, I need to win a fight of my own first. I got to the top where I saw the player with the chest plate standing
Jump on! What are you doing?
Stand I needed to get to. This was it. No running this time. I had to see this through till the end.
Well, looks like you've come back to give me my 5th win. Once I have my iron sword, I'll remember to thank you.
Alright, this is it. No time for caution. I can't hold anything back. I charged at the player and swung my sword. I didn't even know what I was doing. All I knew was that I had to win this fight. I managed to get it hidden without being touched, but just a second later, I lost the advantage and I was on the run. I climbed up above one of the armor stands and I was officially trapped. There was nowhere for me to run. I had one chance to win this fight and I was gonna have to make it count. As of now, I had the high ground advantage and the player was waiting for me to come down. Come on, if this is gonna work, I just have to land one attack. I kept running up to the edge, trying to make my opponent think I was gonna jump. But then I went for it. I jumped over the player, swinging my sword on the way down, and the player went flying off the edge. I looked down at the ground, and the battle was over. By some miracle, I was still alive. Okay, there is a lot going through my head right now, but I do not have time to think about it. All I will say for now is I am lucky to be alive. I walked over to the armor stand where I could buy a 1v1 ticket. It costed 30 attacks, and I had 65 left, but I just eliminated someone, so if I pick up their stone sword, I should get some back. 30 attacks later, the 1v1 ticket was in my possession. I was debating leaving the sword on the ground, but after buying one more piece of steak, I didn't have enough swings left with my sword to go into another fight. I needed this sword, and of course, it was stuck on top of a tree. All right, double checking, there's no easy way up. Of course there's not. Looks like I have to go the hard way. I jumped off the lowest level of the PvP marketplace, taking a huge amount of damage, but I found the sword, and after it combined into my own, I gained 30 more attacks. I should say 24 more attacks because now I have to go buy another piece of steak. I ran back to the 1v1 arena hoping there was still time. Okay, I have a 1v1 ticket.
Good for you. Once this 1v1's over, you can put the ticket into the dispenser and go on up.
What? Bruh. No, I bought the ticket to go in now.
I didn't know this needed to be said, but this is a 1v1 arena, not a 1v1v1 arena. You can't go up until the fight's finished.
There's gotta be a way up there. All right, didn't want to have to pull this out. What do you say you let me in now?
You really think you're gonna bribe me with PvP attacks? That's not gonna work, pal.
We'll see about that.
2 attacks? All right, there might be a small chance I'm willing to accept a bribe.
How do you feel after 2 more attacks?
I feel like I am very much willing to take a bribe. Keep going.
Let's go. Bribing always works.
Wait. 1 second.
Oh, am I good to go up now?
No.
They're masochists!
I just need to catch my breath. I got a little low on health there. Just wait a few seconds for me to get some hearts back.
Bro, what? This is like the longest bribe ever. Okay, look, I'm kind of on a time crunch. Are you good now?
All right, I'm good. Continue.
I paid the guard 4 more attacks with my sword until he finally broke.
Thank you very much. I am now much closer to ranking up because of you. All right, you can head on up.
Let's go. Thank you so much. Also, way to pull out a crazy lore drop at the end right there. I'll have to come back to that. I opened up the dispenser and dropped in my 1v1 ticket. The door blocking the ladder opened and I was free to go up. Now, I had to hope that I wasn't too late and that I still had time to save the woman who I owe everything to. Let's do this. The door opened up and I saw the woman and a player with a chest plate engaged in heavy battle.
Bro, if they were fighting all that long,
don't worry, my love.
She should be
dead.
dead.
Save you.
Say that again and I will actually jump off.
Yep, understood very clearly. Oh, what is wrong with me? Anyways, I'm here to help so we can both get out of here alive. The woman told me that she was out of food, so this was her last stand. Unfortunately, the other player showed no signs of running out of food. All right, well, what are we waiting for? It's 2 versus 1. Let's get this over with.
This guy is good. Play it smart.
You don't have to worry about me.
Wait, isn't that the guy who threw a sword?
I'm probably better than him.
No, you're definitely not.
Okay, way to boost my confidence going into the most important fight of our lives. It's whatever, we'll work on our teamwork skills after. But now, let's fight. The player with the chestplate charged at me. We both landed an attack on each other. Then the woman came in to help, clearly doing a lot better than I was. But this player was extremely strong. Not only was his chestplate weakening our stone swords, but him constantly being at full hunger means he's been regenerating health this entire fight. This fight was getting too close. I ran up and swung my sword too early, letting the player get a critical hit on me. I watched as the woman went in for another attack, but she got hit herself. This battle was falling apart. I was at 1 heart, and I could tell the woman was probably 1 hit away from dying too. But the player hasn't approached either one of us yet, leading me to believe
do the thing! Sacrifice yourself!
At this point in the fight, I knew it was unlikely that both the woman and I make it out alive, which is why I have to take a stand. If I can get 1 more hit on the player before dying, I think the woman will be able to win. So that's what I'm gonna do. I charged the player swinging my sword and somehow hit the player twice in a row. I don't know how I did it, but within a matter of seconds, the player was gone, and there was nothing left except the stone sword on the ground to collect. We won the fight. Did I actually just learn how to do a PvP combo? That was insane. I was only trying to hit the player once, I'm not gonna lie. All right, well, let's get out of here. Wait, what's going on? The battle was over, and both doors were still
just, like,
shut. And that's when I got a grasp of the situation. This was the 1v1 arena, and those doors will never open until 1 player remains standing. That means from the beginning, only one of us was gonna be able to come out alive, and I already knew who the person leaving would be. I shouldn't even be alive. I'm not a guy who has the PvP skill to survive in this place. If I left this arena, I don't even know if I would make it till tomorrow. But you have the PvP skills to survive this place, which is why you have to be the one to leave.
How confident are you with your ability to come back to life?
What?
You said you died and came back. Can you do it again?
I don't even know. I mean, the armor stand thing is just a theory, and there's no way to know if that's true or not. But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. You have to be the one to leave this place. And if this is my last life, well, I have no regrets about coming here, because I know you'll make it out of PvP Civilization one day.
Hopefully, I see you again.
Yeah, well, I'm willing to accept the fact that this could be the end of my story. And what better way to end a story than a true love's kiss?
Just kill him.
All right, worth a shot. If someone could respawn in PvP Civilization, they could be the most powerful player to ever exist. So why was I given this power? It will never make sense to me how a single armor stand upon a pedestal is the difference between life and death. And I might never know why I'm the one player who gets more chances at life, while the other players who are better at PvP with more talent, more skill, have to risk their one and only life fighting for a cause that they don't even know. Everything I've learned leads me to believe that this armor stand being in my room was a third of the way. I shouldn't be the one with this power.
Wait, hit the armor stand, what the fuck?
But there's nothing I can do
about it. Get your extra life!
The power is mine to use, and I'm gonna use it to figure out the truth about PvP Civilization. No matter how many times I die, if I keep coming back, I'll eventually make it to the bottom. And who knows, maybe I might just get pretty good at PvP along the way.
Let's go. Time to PvP.
All right, here we go. It's time to escape PvP Civilization. And I know just how I'm gonna do it.
Let's make this easy. Just give me 1 PvP attack and I will leave. Please don't talk to me.
In PvP Civilization, if you don't pay your daily attack to the guards, it can cost you your life, which is what I'm looking for. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna pay today.
Oh, and you started talking again. Of course. All right, buddy. You know what's going to happen if you don't pay your attack, right? Because I can promise you, a fight with a PvP guard is a fight you have no chance of winning.
Oh yeah, I understand. I just don't feel like giving you an attack today.
Listen, buddy, this isn't a joke. Unless you're prepared for your life to end, pay an attack.
Yes, sir. I am prepared for my life to end right now. Wait, am I? 56 attacks left? Okay, nope, I'm definitely not ready. Just give me a second, I'll be right back. Oh, I can't believe I forgot to do the only thing that's keeping me alive. As far as I know, I'm the only one in PvP Civilization with this armor stand. And as long as I hit the armor stand 3 times, I'll come back to life. I don't know why I was given this power, but I do know that I'm gonna use it to escape this place.
Bro,
which is why I'm doing
like
this.
That? Holy
All right,
shit.
I'm ready. I've never seen anyone die by a PvP guard, but I now know it is possible. Lucky for me, dying was a part of my plan. This PvP guard didn't believe my story before about dying and coming back to life, which is why I have to convince him. Nice work, man.
Whoa, what in the... How are you... You just died right there.
I already told you I have the power to come back to life. So once you're done wrapping your head around that, I'm gonna need your help because I'm getting out of PvP Civilization.
This whole time you were telling the truth about coming back to life, huh? Man, I can't believe this. Wait, does that mean you actually have a girlfriend too?
That's what I've been trying to tell you. Except I am starting to think the relationship might be a little one-sided, considering she was the one who caused my death, and she didn't seem too hesitant about it. We'll discuss our relationship status when I see her again. Anyways, there's 5 levels to PvP Civilization, and I've only managed to make it to level 2.
So, Can't you just keep dying until you get to the bottom level?
Well, yeah, it's probably gonna turn out that way.
If that's the case, then what do you need my help for?
I need you to be there to open the doors when I rank up. I can't have all of the other guards seeing me respawn over and over again. The less people that know about my power, the better. And since we're pretty close, I trust you.
Whoa, what do you think you're doing? Look, I've been very open about not liking you, but you need to chill.
Relax, I'm helping you rank up to be a guard at level 2. At least I think I'm helping. I hit the PvP guard 2 more times and all of a sudden, his helmet broke.
Well, would you look at that? My helmet's gone. I guess I can rank up now too.
Okay, just like I thought. When a guard's helmet breaks, they can rank up. That's why they're so willing to take extra hits from players. Okay, well, I don't know if you have any other plans today, but I'm ranking up right now, so I kinda need you to be there. I climbed down the ladder and made my way towards the wall, where I would rank up to a stone sword for the 3rd time in my life. Hopefully, this time will be the last. I said goodbye to the guard as he made his way over to, well, wherever they rank up through. Hopefully, he'll be there to get me on the 2nd level, and I made my way over to
No, he did hit the
red
thing.
gate,
It only showed him hitting it twice,
PvP
though.
Civilization
I'm not sure
to
that's a
increase
detail
your
that's, like,
lifespan.
important.
As of now, my life is only as long as the amount of hits I have left with my wooden sword, which is only 59, but getting a stone sword increases your lifespan to 131 hits, which is why I need to go deeper in PvP Civilization.
Get a fucking chest plate, you dumbass!
Have an iron sword. You could probably buy whatever you want down there without worrying about your sword breaking. Speaking of, I actually do need to buy something before level 2,
Okay.
and that is a leather chest plate. Except I can't go to level 2 with a boring leather chest plate. I gotta get the green one. 5 extra attacks for added style? Yes, please. This leather chest plate would be the key to ranking up to an iron sword. I need to win 5 PvP battles to get to level 3, and having this chest plate is the best chance to guarantee my survival. But at the end of the day, it's not about the armor you wear. It's about your PvP skill. And if I'm not good enough to get 5 wins, well, then I'll just keep respawning until I do. Because I'm gonna get out of PvP Civilization. I jumped down into the water and I was now at level 2. Alright, time to see if the PvP guard will uphold his end of the deal. I'm not gonna lie, I feel like this PvP guard doesn't like me too much. Let's see, he bet on me to die, he basically called me unattractive, and he said I have an insane amount of plot armor, whatever that means. Wait, why did I trust this guy? I waited at the door for a PvP guard to show up, and finally, the door opened.
Check this out. I'm officially a stone sword guard now. You know, you might be weird and have no friends.
Their shields
but
also
I gotta give
changed.
you credit for helping me out.
Okay, once again, that was unnecessary, but it doesn't matter. Let's go. This was my 2nd time making it to level 2, and I was already off to a better
They have a
start.
stone
I had
shield
chest
instead of a
plate,
wooden
and
shield.
I had a guard on the inside who I could trust. At least, I think so. Hey, what's behind this door right here? If you got me in there, there could be a shortcut to the bottom of PvP Civilization.
That would be a terrible idea. With the amount of guards in there, there's no chance you make it out alive going in there.
Okay, that could be a valid excuse, or the creator of this place has nothing built behind there and they're stalling for another episode. Alright, let's run this back. I made it back to the stone sword level of PvP Civilization, and this time I wasn't gonna die at this level. Okay, actually I should not say that, but point is I'm making it further this time. If I can just get the woman's help, we can get out of here and she's gone. Well, that's just great. I am on my own. But you know what's not gone? My video journal machine. It's been a while since I've made an update. I should probably get back to that. I walked over and looked at the sign on the wall. I had 2 wins at the stone sword level of PvP Civilization, and I would need 3 more to rank up to an iron sword. As of now, I have 106 attacks left with my sword to get another victory, and over 100 attacks should be plenty to defeat an enemy. I mean, at least I hope so. If I can't defeat someone in over 100 attacks, I probably don't deserve to be here. Alright, it's time to fight so I can get to the bottom of PvP Civilization. My first plan is to go over to the PvP marketplace. If I'm gonna find someone, it's probably gonna be here. No way. This stage has got so much better. Not for
that is cake, dude.
Let's go.
She has cake.
Good to see you again.
As shoes.
Looks
as
like you
shoes.
can come back to life. Sorry about before.
No need to apologize. It was the obvious choice to make. I had to be the one to die. But anyways, I really think we should talk about things between me and you and our relationship.
The day you and I end up in a relationship will be the day my sword breaks, which means I'll be dead. So it's never happening.
Well, gotta respect
Bruh.
the honesty. Look, all I'm saying is we live in a world where everyone is constantly fighting. So what if the solution is love? Yeah, okay, I knew that didn't make any sense. Well, it looks like true love might not exist in PvP Civilization after all. Next video journal's gonna be sad.
Can you stop talking? Let's go.
Sorry, I thought you were just gonna keep walking. After facing the tough truth that I was single in PvP Civilization, we made it back back up and went into the woman's room. I walked over and looked at the sign on the wall. No way, you already have 5 PvP victories? That's insane. You can rank up to become an Iron Sword. So what are you doing here still?
You have a power that can help us both. So get your 5 wins, because from here on out, ranking up as a team is the best way to survive.
All right, well, that I can do. I just need 3 more wins, but don't worry, I'll get right on it. Let's go. We got a lot of important stuff coming up in this adventure, so before I do anything, I have to update the video journal. All right, we are back at level 2 of PvP Civilization. I got a chestplate this time, so I'm already off to a better start. That is physically, at least. Emotionally, I don't know if I'm doing that good. I just found out that the love of my life isn't the love of my life. So that's always hard to hear, but what can you do?
What are you doing? I told you to get your 5 wins, not talk about being single.
I know, I will. Can I just finish this video journal, please?
I can't believe I have this joke for a teammate.
Okay, well, on that note, it looks like I'm being pressured to wrap this up, so let's get back to business. I need 3 more PvP wins to rank up to an Iron Sword. Now, I'm not the greatest at PvP, but I think I have a couple tricks up my sleeve that could get me these victories. All right, until next time, signing off. All right, there's gotta be someone in here. Let's just hope this works. Hello?
Who's there?
Pizza delivery.
I didn't order a pizza.
Are you sure? I'm pretty sure I have the right room. All right, this is definitely not gonna work.
Okay, I did order a pizza. Just leave it at the door, please.
No way, it actually worked. Okay, I left the pizza here. I'm leaving now. All right, time to PvP.
Did you take my pizza?
Yeah, there's no pizza. Sorry, what even are you? Are you a rock?
My name's Gonk.
All right, I'm not gonna lie. I didn't think this conversation would go on for this long, so I'm here to fight. I tried to ignore the fact that I was fighting a literal rock and tried to focus on not dying. Luckily, my chestplate gave me just enough protection to survive the battle. I earned my 3rd victory, and the durability of my stone sword went back up to full. Just 2 more victories to go, except before I can go into another fight,
I'm not gonna lie, Gonk is like a hella
from the PvP
good name.
marketplace. Surprisingly, I came back from the PvP marketplace with only food. For once in my life, I didn't buy every unnecessary thing there is to buy. I think it's safe to say that my shopping addiction is getting better. Now, I need to find someone else to battle.
Excuse me?
Oh no, please don't have a chest plate.
Hey, look, I don't want to fight. I'm just looking for my friend Conk. Have you seen him?
Oh, this is gonna be weird.
We both just ranked up. He lives right across from me.
Yeah, I don't know if I've seen him, but hey, if you show me a picture of him, I could probably help you find him.
He's a rock. He looks just like this.
Okay, so your friend, this Conk guy who I've never met,
Wait,
is
it's
a
Conk?
rock? I mean, I feel like I need to ask the obvious question, but how can you be sure this isn't him?
Well, yes, but no, that's not him. He's like a person.
I don't know. I mean, if you ask me, this looks like it could be him.
Conk's not around anymore, is he?
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, he's not around anymore. All right, well, cameo's over. Time to fight. My second battle of the day has begun. This time, I felt much stronger in the battle, and I managed to win the fight with 5.5 hearts left. I had 4 wins under my belt, and I only needed 1 more to rank up. Let's go. Let's get this 5th win and rank up to an Iron Sword. Wait, what the? At that moment, I realized I picked the wrong person to fight for my 5th victory. But the good news is I am practically immortal in PvP Civilization, so I can always try again. Man, those were some good combos you had in that fight.
What the? I just defeated you. How are you back?
I really don't know. Hopefully I'll get the answer at the end of the story, though. 2 hits later, I had my 5th victory.
Bro,
as a
that's just
stone sword.
broken.
Just a little bit ago, I thought I would never be
that-
able to get 5 victories. But now I'm here. I can't believe this. We're actually gonna get to level 3 of PvP Civilization.
Well then, let's get going. There's no time
Wait,
to
what about the
waste.
guard?
You are absolutely right. There's no time to waste, which is why we need to update the video journal right now. And this time, it's not gonna be me doing the update. It's gonna be you.
Are you serious? I just said we don't have time to waste. I'm not doing this.
Look, we don't know what's gonna happen at level 3. This might be your last chance ever to do a video journal update.
Fine.
All right, just say your thoughts and your feelings.
I think that this machine is a complete waste of money, and I think no one wants to hear every single thought you have at any given moment.
Not bad. You just gotta add an intro next time, like, hey, what's up?
This is ridiculous. I'm not doing this anymore. If you're still talking in 30 seconds, I'm sending you back to level 1.
Aw, man. Well, at least we got something out of her. All right, I guess I'm down to 30 seconds. Both the woman and I are about to rank up to become Iron Swords in PvP Civilization. We know nothing about what life is like on the layer below us. It's only a matter of time before we find out how long Iron Swords can live for. The thing is that I'm gonna be the one to find out first because I'm going in alone. Both the woman and I agreed that since I have the ability to come back to life, I should be the one to go in alone. And if I'm not back in 5 minutes, she'll rank up herself. But if
She
things
actually
go
wants
poorly,
him, it's
which I'm not
Tsundere
gonna lie,
stuff.
things usually don't go as planned here. I can come back to life and both the woman and I can
You
rank
have
up
never
together
met
so
a
we
girl
can
in
face
your life.
whatever threat lies beyond this door. Alright, well, that's the plan. Hopefully a video journal machine exists at level 3 because I need to make more updates. Signing off. I walked into the hallway that looked exactly like the hallway at level 1, except this time the entry was made with white concrete, and I knew exactly what that meant. I walked through the doors and my stone sword transformed into an iron sword. This was the beginning of an entirely new life in PvP Civilization. Okay, it looks like there are things to buy here before going to level 3. I just gotta remind myself that every swing of my sword counts. I just have to be smart. I walked over to the hole in the middle of the room. Once I jump down, I'll be at level 3, and there's no coming back. That is, unless I die, but I kinda don't want that to be the new norm. I went over to the armor stands to see what items
Wait, I just realized!
An iron chestplate for 50 attacks.
This area is like a plus, right? He only just came from one area. That means there are other parallel areas where people are also in like the same
was now
level.
250 attacks long. This is insane. I bought a chestplate for 50 attacks, and my life is still 200 PvP attacks long. Oh man, imagine how long people live for.
Listen, that's a rank up gate. There's a rank up gate behind them as well. There's a rank up gate right here, and there's a rank up gate there. That means there are 4 different, four civilization areas. He's only in one of them.
Level 4, or even level 5. All right, what do we got over here? Green iron chestplate? Oh, okay, I'm definitely already making a bad decision. Let me do the math. 200 minus 75. It doesn't matter. I'm buying it anyways. Let's go. I'm not proud of
I'm keeping it here because I want the title to stay there.
And always wearing green is very important to me. Unfortunately, me buying multiple chestplates kind of opened the gates to buy more stuff. A water bucket sounds cool. A flint and steel also sounds very cool. The toughest decision I've ever had to make in my life. A video journal machine or a PvP mansion. Okay, I've decided. I'm getting the PvP mansion. I'll go back and get a new video journal machine, and then and my brand new iron sword already broke. Man, how does that happen so fast? Okay, my excuse is I died in a very intense PvP battle.
Look, buddy, you keep dying every 5 minutes. I'm gonna have to rethink our arrangement.
Look, I'm trying, man, okay? Conditions are tough at level 3. I mean, you've never been there. You wouldn't know.
Please just get better.
Sorry, I'll try to die less. Hey, hold up. Random question. Are we friends?
No. What on earth would make you think we're friends? I literally only care about ranking up, and you happen to be the best option.
I guess I can live with that. I'm just trying to figure out if the woman and I are friends. I don't even know what makes a friend, to be honest.
Well, for starters, friends usually know each other's names. Why would we be friends? You don't even know my name.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. That goes both ways. You don't even know my name, and you've never asked.
Your name is Evbo. You literally have a floating name tag above your head.
People can see that? Weird, I guess. It's kind of like this entire thing revolves around me. All right, well, thanks for that. Maybe I'll ask you your name sometime in the future. But right now, I have
that's fucked up.
I have some serious explaining to do. Let's see how this goes. Okay, I'm just gonna lay everything out there. I don't want to hold anything back. I don't want to scare you. It's very dangerous. There are a lot of enemies behind the wall.
So that means you bought a bunch of stuff you didn't need and broke your sword, right?
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. I mean, I wasn't lying. In my case, armor stands are dangerous. After my first run, I lost my privilege to get an iron sword by myself. So this time, I'm going with the woman. I'm a little scared because she's personally overseeing everything that I buy before level 3, but in all honesty, I probably need the supervision. Both of us now had iron swords in our hands, and we were ready to go to the next level of PvP Civilization. The woman decided to get herself an iron chestplate, which makes sense considering this is her one and only life. However, my request to get a green iron chestplate again was denied, with the potential punishment being death by the woman's sword, so that was off the table. Look, just think about it. If it's 100 attacks, it has to be awesome.
This isn't just affecting your life, you know. We need to survive, and a PvP mansion doesn't help with that.
I don't know. I mean, one might argue that a PvP mansion could help us survive. Okay. I'm not gonna get it. I promise I'm not gonna get it.
Out of all the people it could have been, the power of immortality went to the shopping addict.
All right, level 3. Here we go. Whenever you're ready, you jump.
Why didn't they get
I'll be right behind you.
When we get to the bottom, be ready to fight. Let's go.
Okay, she can't come back up. Now it's time to get my video journal machine. I promised I wouldn't get the mansion, but to live in PvP Civilization without the video journal machine, I would rather die. All right, now I'm ready for real. My life as an iron sword in PvP Civilization starts now. I jumped into the hole and landed in a giant pool of water, just like at the stone sword.
Chat, that's a red flag, by the way.
No enemies, no people with iron swords. That's a good sign.
Do I need to ask why it took you an extra 30 seconds to get down here?
No, you don't need to. I mean, you can. You're just not gonna get an answer you like.
The fact that I could have died over a video journal machine is ridiculous.
Trust me, once you see the videos that come out later about my life in PvP Civilization, you'll understand the vision. We walked to the end of the tunnel, but something was different about this level. There were no PvP guard doors blocking the way out. The path was open, and we were free to go on through into Civilization. Okay, well, no point in waiting any longer. I followed the woman until we got to the ladder at the end of the tunnel. The door was open, and we stepped in to level 3 of PvP Civilization. Everywhere I looked, there were trees that I've never seen before, and the walls of PvP Civilization were filled in with white rocks, letting us know that we had made it to the Iron Sword level. So what now? There's no PvP guards anywhere. All of a sudden, both the woman and I were ambushed by a player with an iron sword. But after hitting us both one time, the player just left. What just happened? Am I crazy, or did that person just speak with sword noises? I am so confused.
I apologize for him. He was just testing to see if either one of you were the Chosen One. But the legends say that the Chosen One is too powerful to be touched by a sword. So, I guess that rules the both of you out.
Okay, what is going on? If you're looking for a fight, just remember it's a 2v1. So I would think carefully about what you're gonna do.
Relax. The Iron Swords of PvP Civilization
Wait, he's a parrot?
don't fight. This is a level of peace. You two are safe and are free to live long lives here.
Wait, the Iron Sword people don't fight? Okay, wait, why did that guy sound like a sword?
That guy speaks PvP. It's hard to understand.
Did I just hear that right?
I suggest you both claim a house for yourselves, and if you have any questions at all, feel free to visit my mansion and we can talk.
And with that, the mysterious player ran away, leaving us to question everything he just told us. Okay, that was a lot of information, but I can tell we're thinking the exact same thing. How do we learn how to speak PvP?
YouTuber, by the way?
No, more like who or what is the Chosen One?
Right. Yeah, that was probably second on my list of questions. Just like the player told us, the woman and I climbed up the ladder to find 2 open rooms at the top. It looked like once again we were living across from each other, so I had the added protection. But did I even need protection if no one fights here? Why would people not fight at the Iron Sword level of PvP Civilization? After hitting the armor stand and closing my door, I had claimed this house as my own, but something was different. This house didn't have a sign next to my name saying how many victories I had. It looks like people don't fight at this level after all. Life was getting super confusing, so of course when that happens, the best thing to do is to vent your thoughts and talk to yourself. The Iron Sword level of PvP Civilization was nothing like I expected. I thought this would be the most dangerous level so far, yet that player told me we're safe to live long lives here. While that sounds nice, I'm concerned with the fact that there was no mention about the next layer. So my next questions are, what is the next level and can I even reach it? Well, the only way I'm gonna find out answers is by exploring, so I'm signing off again. I walked out from my room and for the first time at this level, I saw a PvP guard. Wait, don't go. I need to ask you a couple questions. Wait, hold on. You're the guard that I bribed at the Stone Sword level. I see you ranked up now. Congrats.
Oh yeah, thanks man. I couldn't have done it without you. Congrats to yourself for getting an Iron Sword. So, what do you want to know?
All right, well, give me the rundown. Is there a daily PvP attack I need to do? How do I get to the next level? Just anything I need to know about this level, I'll take.
Well, you're in luck. I got good answers for you. No daily PvP attack, no requirements to rank up to the next level. The only thing that's really expected of you is to pay respects to the Chosen One over through that door. It's not mandatory, but everyone here believes in the Chosen One. If you don't pay your respects, people might not like you because of it, but that's pretty much it. All right, I'll catch you later.
So no daily PvP attacks,
Are you familiar
no
with the HP
requirements
of Gold
to rank
Sword?
up to the next
Yes.
level, and the only thing expected is to pay respects to this so-called Chosen One? What is the
Wait,
Chosen
but like,
One?
why
I
not
walked
just
through
skip
the
straight
door
to-
the guard told me about,
Oh,
and I
that's
looked
weird.
upon a massive statue in the middle of the room. I have no idea what's going on, but already 2
Wait, is that a
people
netherite
today
sword?
have told me something about the Chosen One. I walked around the statue and I saw a staircase on the back side of it, so I made my way over. When I went over, I saw someone with an iron chestplate going towards the top, so I decided to follow them up. When I got to the top, I realized that the person standing there was the same person who attacked the woman and I when we both ranked up, and all he did was swing at an armor stand. Hey, excuse me, what were you just doing up here? Did you buy something with that armor stand? What is that for? Okay, I don't speak PvP. Okay, I don't even know what that's supposed to mean. I walked over to the armor stand myself to see what it was. Is this what the guard meant about paying respects to the Chosen One? Maybe this armor stand is the Chosen One, I don't know. Well, I have 177 swings left, so I guess I can spare one. I swung once at the armor stand that may or may not be the Chosen One. That's unconfirmed as of right now, and nothing happened. So that's one wasted PvP attack, but it's
aren't
okay, 'cause
armor
I have a
stands
lot
important?
left.
They
I went
have
through a
to do
second
something.
door, and I realized that this was the direction the player told me to go to find him at his mansion. The only question is, where are the PvP mansions? No way that's the PvP mansion up there. They say PvP doesn't buy happiness, but all I'm saying is, if I lived on the top floor like this, well, let's just say I don't think PvP Civilization would continue, because I think I would just stay here forever. Hello? Anyone here? I heard the swing of a sword and the door opened.
First time seeing a PvP mansion, I take it? Be my guest. Have a look around.
Oh, I most certainly will. No way. Double bed, open floor plan, video journal. Oh man, this can't get any better than... And it has a pool. And it has a pool. I actually need it. I actually don't think I've seen anything this great. Please tell me how the pool is. It has to be great, right? Is it heated?
We live in a world where we're forced to fight the people we care about in exchange for survival. Having this luxury doesn't put my mind at ease.
Whoa, that went dark really fast. Jeez, I was just asking about the pool. Okay, time for real questions. Why are we safe here? Why aren't people fighting each other to get to level 4?
Because no one survives at level 4.
No one survives level 4? But why? What's so different about down there than any of the other levels?
Ranking up to a gold sword would be throwing your life away. Your life is diminished to all of 30 hits, and one misplaced PvP attack is all it takes to end it, which is why we wait for the Chosen One to guide us forward.
Who is this Chosen One? Okay, am I following you? I guess I'm following you. The player that went by the name of Parrot led me back into the room I was just in before. He said that this was the Chosen One.
The Chosen One is said to have an unbreakable sword, a never-ending life to lead us all out of this nightmare.
The Chosen One has a never-ending life. You seriously got all that just by looking at this statue?
It's written in the stone. The Chosen One will be born at the wooden sword level.
Parrot motioned at the head that was carved into the rock. The head that was made out of wood. I couldn't help but think about the obvious. I was born at the wooden sword level, and I can come back to life. There's no possible way that the Chosen One is me, right? But if it is, and people find out that I am the Chosen One, I don't even know what I'd be getting myself into. Man, the Chosen One, that seems like a big responsibility. Just glad it's not me, right?
Yeah, that's right. We already went over the fact that it can't be you. The Chosen One is said to be the best at PvP.
Okay, well, let's not jump to any conclusions, okay? I'm sure the Chosen One has had some off days at PvP, if they're out there. Okay, if I actually am the Chosen One, I'm gonna need to get much better at PvP. I don't get it. I mean, even if getting past the gold sword level is nearly impossible, isn't it worth the risk to at least try? I mean, shouldn't we all be trying to get out of here?
At the end of the day, what do we know about life outside? I mean, hey, maybe life in here is a gift and shouldn't be taken for granted.
And with that, Parrot ascended into his mansion, leaving me to think about the unanswerable question. Is life outside of these walls better than it is in here? But as I thought it over, the more I realized that that can't be the case. Because I know that a life of resorting to violence to survive could never be a gift.
Change the title?
Apparently, the so-called Chosen One is so
What's wrong
good
with the
at
title?
PvP that they can never be hit by a sword. Evidently, I am not at that level yet. All right, we're good, I'm gonna die. Good practice, though. I feel like I'm getting better. Okay, you owe me some golden carrots now. While the rest of
Mods,
the
can we change
people
the
with
title?
iron swords are content with staying at this level forever, I am not. Which is why I'm practicing. You sure practicing is a good idea? I mean, at this point, you're just wasting hits with your sword. And that is your one and only life.
If the gold sword level is as hard as they say, I need to be better.
She was right. Parrot said that no one ever makes it past level 4. Whatever life is like down there is something completely different than anything we've seen in PvP Civilization. The problem with that is, how do you prepare for something that you know nothing about? But I think I have the solution. I think I'm done waiting. As long as I have the gift of coming back to life, I'm gonna use it. I'm gonna go through the red gate and get my gold sword. Everyone at this level seems to be on the same page, and that they're all waiting for the Chosen One to guide them forward. Maybe I am the Chosen One and they're waiting for me to do what I'm about to do. But even if I'm not the Chosen One, the answer is clear to me. There's no requirement to rank up to a golden sword, so there's no reason to keep staying here. Also, another random thought I just had, there's really no reason to close my door if no one at the iron sword level fights. I guess I'll save the extra attack. Alright, well, time for the FBO tradition of video journaling right before I rank up to the next level. So, I'm about to enter level 4 of PvP Civilization. Am I scared of dying? I mean, not really, because I should come back to life.
Chat,
Am I
this
scared
isn't
of potentially
cringe.
being
This
the
is
chosen
cool.
one? Definitely.
Vlogging
If
is
the
dope.
The entirety of PvP Civilization is counting on me to be their savior. I don't know if I'm good enough to do that. Well, at least not yet. Also, what
Chat, it
happens
gives you,
if I
like,
let these
insight into,
people
like,
down?
what the main
I mean,
character's
everyone
thinking.
here worships the chosen one. If I let them down, there's a very real chance they could turn on me or something worse. I don't know. Probably best to not think about it. But anyways, if I die at the Golden Sword level, I definitely am getting a PvP mansion when I get back. Well, that about sums up everything. I'm gonna go to the Golden Sword level, figure out why no one's been able to get past level 4, and if I die,
Will you start
I'll
a
come
vlog
back and
channel?
try again.
I just upload
well, an
vlogs
update
occasionally.
today. Wait, why does this say share? Didn't know video journal machines could get updates. Okay, I hit share. I don't know what happens now. Wait, maybe someone outside of PvP Civilization can see it. Alright, I don't know, it's probably nothing. Hey, you didn't happen to get a copy of my video journal, did you? No? No? Okay. Well, it's time to go. If anyone says anything about where I've gone, just say I'm trying to learn how to speak PvP somewhere privately. I don't know. Just make up whatever you want.
Hey, good luck down there.
Hey, before I go, I've never asked you this, but what is your name?
Wow, I'll try to forget the fact that it took you 3 full episodes to ask, but I'm Tabby.
Tabby. Okay,
Tabby?
well,
One
close
Tabby!
friend in PvP Civilization.
I never said anything about being friends. You know nothing about me. You literally just learned my name. Why would we be friends?
Well, that's not what the guard said. Okay, whatever. We'll talk about it when I get back. I made my way over to the Red Gate, the one wall in PvP Civilization that symbolizes ranking up.
Well,
When I
F to
got
the
over
woman.
the
It
armor
is now
stand, I only hit
Tabby.
it once and the door already opened. It turns out that the intel I had was correct. There are no requirements to rank up to a golden sword. If there were, well, then I wouldn't have been able to get through these doors. But sure enough, I was through the Red Gate, and I saw the golden entryway that would allow my iron sword to transform into a golden sword. If what Parrot said was correct, getting this golden sword means that my lifespan
Wait, there's
will
no
be
armor
shortened.
stands.
I no longer have the luxury of living for 250 attacks. I now have to survive with half the amount of attacks I would have had as a wooden sword. So, I'm about to enter level 4 of PvP Civilization. Am I scared of dying? I mean, not really,
Huh?
because I should come back to life. Am I scared of potentially being the chosen one? Definitely. In the hallways before level 4, I noticed something different. There were no armor stands to buy anything to prepare for the level below. No food, no armor, and no video journal machine, which is probably for the best if I'm being honest. This golden sword would be the only thing I can take down to level 4.
Yeah, I did see the
means
journal
that
machine was in the
only
mansion.
thing that will determine my survival is my PvP skill. Supposedly, the only way to survive at the golden sword level is to make every single attack count. So that's what I have to do. Well, that about sums up everything.
Why share this with me?
My descent into level 4 begins now. I jumped off the ledge with hopes that I'd find out why no one makes it past level 4. And within a few seconds, I already figured out why. I woke up back in my bed at level 1.
Wait, you could buy a
of
water
PvP
bucket at the iron
Civilization.
level.
For once, I didn't die in battle. I didn't die by buying stuff I didn't need, but I died from fall damage. In every other level of PvP Civilization, there's water at the bottom to break your fall, but getting to the gold sword level is impossible. No one could possibly survive that fall, which is why everyone thinks that getting past level 4 is impossible. The truth is that people don't even make it to level 4 to begin with. And the only reason I know that is because I have the power to come back to life. I couldn't help but think about all of the people that thought they were ranking up, but they never had a chance in the first place. Because PvP Civilization was designed to never make it to the bottom, which is why I need to use my power to find out why. I'm gonna go to the golden sword level, figure out why no one's been able to get past level 4, and if I die, I'll come back and try again.
If Evbo's the chosen one, then he'll have to die.
PvP Civilization has 5 levels, each level giving you a better sword, allowing you to live a longer life. That's what I thought at least, until I realized that this whole place was built upon a lie. Whatever this place is, people weren't meant to get to the last level. Everyone in here still believes that there's a way out, but they don't know the truth. People use up their sword swings buying items they think will help them survive, or buying items that are purely for entertainment, if you know, you know. But whatever happens, the path to level 4 is a path that leads to death. And the only way I know that is because I am the chosen one of PvP Civilization. Only I have the power to come back to life, which is why I'm the only one who knows that trying to get a golden sword is impossible. No one can survive the fall, as of now that is, but I'm gonna change that because I'm escaping this place. I'm telling you the truth, man. I dropped down to level 4 and there was no water at the bottom. I just died to fall damage. It just doesn't make sense. This place is already a nightmare. Why make it impossible to escape?
Part of me wants to ask if you just missed the water at the bottom, because you know, you're not that bright. But I believe you, and that concerns me.
Look, I brought this up last episode. I'm gonna give it a shot again. I think the way to get to level 4 has to be through the PvP guard doors. Unless, of course, the creator is still stalling.
We already went over this. Someone with a sword will never be able to beat someone with a shield. And that's one person. In there, all the guards will be on you in seconds. And what about me, huh? You might be able to come back to life. But what about my life?
You know what? I'm done with the excuses. Just tell me straight up, does the creator of this place have anything built behind that door?
Alright, fine. I wasn't supposed to say anything, but there's nothing built behind the door yet. The creator strategically hides certain areas to allow him to continue building throughout the series.
I knew it! I knew there was nothing built behind the door. We all knew, really. It was pretty obvious.
But rest assured, it's being built right now, and it should be shown later this episode.
So what do you think? We'll probably get to see in like, what, 10, 15 minutes from now, right?
Oh yeah, I would say a safe 15 minutes, depending on how the plot goes.
Let's go! This is what we need from now on, you know? Meeting audience expectations. No shortcuts. Alright, but let's get back to business. I quickly ranked back up to an iron sword, with the hopes of this time finding a way to actually survive the trip to the golden sword level. Now that I know that people don't fight at the iron sword level, I don't need to spend any attacks on armor. Just one of the perks of coming back to life, I guess. Wait. But now I also know how insanely awesome the PvP mansions were. Look, the second I stepped foot in Parrot's mansion, I knew I was gonna get one, so let's just get it over with. I spent 100 PvP attacks and picked up a PvP mansion key. Am I scared of Tabby's reaction when she finds out I bought this? Yes, very much so. It's very likely she'll start attacking me, and I might find myself back in this exact spot in a few minutes. But at the end of the day, I'll get an indoor pool, and that's all that really matters. Okay, but setting the pool aside for a second,
Bro did not buy the water
about
bucket.
The important stuff, like why there's no water to jump into at the golden sword level. If it was truly impossible to rank up, then why are all of us in PvP Civilization in the first place? It just doesn't make sense. There has to be a way to keep going, and I'm guessing it's through the guard doors, but I guess we have to wait 10 to 12 minutes for that. Oh, my patience is running out. It's like, come on, if you're gonna make a multi-part series, just have everything built beforehand. By the looks of it, no one saw me attempt to get a gold sword, which is good, because I can't have people knowing I'm the chosen one. I would try to rank up again to see if I can find a way down, but there are just a couple of things I need to do first. Number one, I need to make sure no one stole my video journal machine while I was gone. Oh, thank you, it's still here. Okay, that was the most important thing. Number two, talk to Tabby, my only friend in PvP Civilization, who is always really disappointed in me, likes to point out all of my flaws, maybe a bit too often.
Why can't you ever start off a conversation normally? Alright, tell me what happened. What's the golden sword level like?
Right. Well, I didn't actually make it to the golden sword level. And before you say anything, no, I did not break my sword buying a bunch of stuff I didn't need. There wasn't any water to break my fall at the bottom. I jumped down and I instantly died from fall damage. I didn't even get the chance to see what it looked like down there. I don't know, maybe I missed something.
I have to ask this. You sure you didn't just miss the water? I mean, if someone were to do it, it would be you.
What? No, I didn't. That's also the second time I've heard that today, which is not helping my self-esteem.
There has to be something you missed. I doubt we're being put through all of this just to be stopped at level 3. You have to keep trying.
I will. As long as I can keep coming back to life, I'm gonna keep trying to find a way down. The good news is that I now know PvP Civilization goes deeper, so at least we know there's something beneath us. I'll keep trying. I just have to do one very, very important thing first. I can't say what it is, but let's just say it's a matter of life and death.
So, buying a PvP mansion is a matter of life and death?
Okay, I guess I'm more predictable than I thought. Well, yes, if you're materialistic like I am, then having a mansion is really that important. There are a lot of unspoken things
what
about
car
PvP
do you think
Civilization.
Evbo drives?
One of them being no one tells you where to find your mansion when you buy
a Ferrari,
it. You kinda just have to look
a
around
Porsche,
until you find it.
a
I wonder how many
Lambo.
people at the Iron Sword level actually have PvP mansions. So far, all I know is Parrot having one, which brings up the question, how did he buy a PvP mansion? I guess I'm not the only materialistic one in here. here. Let's go. I went into a new section of the Iron Sword level and I saw another PvP mansion way up at the top. Like I said, the rules of PvP Civilization are kind of up in the air, so I don't really know if anyone owns this or not. But as far as I could tell, there was no one living here. I put the key to the PvP mansion in my left hand and all of a sudden, the door opened. The key was gone from my inventory, and by the looks of it, I was now the owner of one of the most luxurious places in PvP Civilization. Look, I know I'm the chosen one, and that comes with a lot of responsibilities, you know, having to save everyone in here, blah, blah, blah. But I don't think it's a crazy thing to say that the chosen one needs a double bed, a couch, and an indoor pool to stay relaxed. After all, I need a clear head if I'm gonna save the world. I'm not gonna lie, this pool is making me think that life in PvP Civilization isn't actually that bad. Okay, I need to get out of the pool. What am I thinking? Life is terrible in here. All right, let's focus up, find a way down to the Golden Sword level, and let's make sure that I'm looking fresh because I'm gonna be logging all of this in my brand new video journal machine. Yo, we are back with another update, of course. You might notice the background looks a little different, and that would be because I got myself a PvP mansion. Only cost 100 swings, nothing much. But anyways, I'm gonna give another shot at ranking up to a Golden Sword. Despite what Tabby and the other guard thinks, I am pretty confident I did not miss the water at the bottom. But in the off chance that I did, I'll be able to double check this time. Now that I'm anticipating that there won't be water at the bottom, I'm looking for anything that could possibly be a clue as to how to survive the fall. Well, I guess I'll let you guys know how it goes after I probably die again. Signing off. I looked at the drop to level 4 to see if I possibly missed anything from last time, but I didn't see anything. I even took a look around the other 4 entrances to see if there was a secret path or anything like that. But as far as I could tell, the giant hole in the middle of the room was the only way down. Alright, well, it looks like I'm not gonna find anything else, so the only thing left to do is to jump. I was beginning to doubt my memory and I thought that maybe there was actually water at the bottom, but nope, just like I remember, no water. We are back with another update, so I'll fill you in on what happened. To sum it up, I died a lot of times and still did not find a way to the Golden Sword level. It got to the point where I was trying some pretty unconventional stuff. Hold on, every time I've jumped so far, I've jumped forward. What happens if I go backwards? I'll save you the details. The backwards jump did not exactly work. I'm a little ashamed to admit this, but that wasn't the only unconventional jump I tried. I think I'm onto something. What if this time I go for a 360? Wait, why does this feel familiar? Yeah, the 360 wasn't really a good idea. I don't know why I even tried it. But nevertheless, I am still determined to find a way down there. Hopefully, I'll find the way down soon because I don't want people knowing that I'm the chosen one. I don't really know what would happen if they found out. All right, well, hopefully something changes soon. Signing off. I'm telling you, I jumped so many times. I jumped backwards, I did a 360. It's just not possible. I don't know what I'm missing, and I promise you I'm not missing the water.
Can you be serious and stop parkouring? If we don't figure this out, we'll die at this level.
I can't help it. It's leftover from the last series. But you're right. This is serious. We need to get to level 4. I have a feeling that getting to the Golden Sword level will completely change our understanding of this place, given the fact that no one's actually made it there.
Hold on. You know all of that useless stuff you always buy whenever you rank up and get a new sword?
Yep, I am quite familiar with my purchases, yes. But before you roast me again, I promise you I only bought a mansion this time.
Well, aren't you disciplined? What I'm trying to say is that maybe there's a chance that all of those items aren't useless after all. There could be something to buy that's needed to rank up.
Wait, you might be onto something. What did I buy when I went on my first shopping spree? A green chest plate, a flint and steel, and no way, I got a water bucket. I can't believe I didn't think of that before. You are a genius. So, I need to get back there somehow. I guess you can do the honors. After a few critical hits with the sword, I died and came back to the shopping area before the Iron Sword level. For the very first time in my life in PvP Civilization, I was actually encouraged to buy things. Granted, this thing could help me and everyone else in here survive and escape this place, but it still feels pretty good not having to feel bad about a purchase. I can't believe I didn't think about this solution to begin with. I mean, the answer seems so simple. There's no water at the bottom at the Golden Sword level, so why not just put it there? After I tested that I was actually competent enough to place a water bucket down, I went back and got my Golden Sword again for probably the millionth time. But if all goes as planned, this time should be different because I'll actually
remember how the
make it
MLG?
to the bottom. Let's go. If I want to make this story cool, I'm gonna have to water bucket clutch at the last second. Or I could just place it here at the top and swim down, and I'll tell the video journal I made the clutch, because who's gonna fact check that? I placed down the bucket of water and jumped in, and started making my way down to the 4th level of PvP Civilization. I couldn't believe it. After so many unsuccessful attempts, I was finally gonna make it to the... Wait, what just happened? Where did the water go? And I'm back at the first level. I don't even know what just happened.
Huh?
1 second I was swimming down the waterfall, and then the next thing I knew, I was falling without a bucket in my hand. Okay, time to
Invisible
get back to
signs.
what's really going on. At this point, I started to believe everyone that thought I was dying because I was missing the water. But upon further investigation, it wasn't my skill that was the issue. And yes, I do know that I have skill issues in general, but whatever this was definitely not my fault. I swam to the bottom of the drop, or rather halfway down the drop, and I couldn't really believe my eyes, but the water was just stopping in the middle of the air. For some reason that I couldn't explain, the water bucket that I placed wasn't going down to the bottom. So that meant that my plan to get down to the bottom was a waste. What didn't make sense is why my bucket disappeared in my hand when I jumped. I needed to figure out what was going on. I needed to buy more items to see what would disappear, which meant I had to die again. I came back this time equipped with an iron chest plate. If the water bucket disappeared when I went past this invisible barrier, it's time to find out if armor does too. But I soon realized that a golden sword might be the only thing that makes it down to level 4. After I found out that the chest plate doesn't survive the drop, I came back with another water bucket to try to place it lower on the walls. But still, it was no use. The water would only place above this certain level. While I was still determined to find a way down, I had to face the fact that it looked like nothing could make it past this barrier.
Throw
I
the
gave one more
bucket.
attempt and tried dropping the water bucket from my inventory. And yeah, even if it did get to the bottom, I don't really know how that would have helped me. Well, that was a lot of work for nothing. I'm beginning to think
You have to
there
throw the
actually
bucket,
is no way to level
catch
4.
it while falling,
Well,
and place
a lot
it.
to unpack here. We now know that there's an invisible barrier between level 3 and level 4, and nothing can go past it. No items, no water. It seems like the golden sword is the only thing that makes it through. Super weird if you ask me. I wouldn't be surprised if the creator of PvP Civilization did this just to watch me suffer.
I'm still very much convinced your lack of coordination is causing you to miss the water at the bottom.
As you all just saw there, my inability to get to level 4 is ruining my image. So there's nothing left to do except just keep trying. Alright, signing off. This goes without saying, but I'm gonna be really upset if I can't get a video journal machine at level 4. You know what I could do? I could just die, come back here, film an update, and go back down to level 4 every single day.
Evbo,
Oh, this can't be good.
stop. If people find out that you're the chosen one, you could be wasting our one chance to get out of here.
What? Me, the chosen one? I have no clue what you're talking about. I'm flattered, really, but seriously, where'd you get that idea?
I watched the video journal you shared with me. Now come on, stop trying to rank up.
So that's who I shared it with. Wait, you didn't watch the whole thing, did you? Oh, I really hope you didn't watch the whole thing. I talk so much about my relationship problems. Look, I just want to address this now. Tabby and I are on good terms, great terms even, and I have very much recovered emotionally since then.
Relax, that's not important right now. What's important is that we figure out the best way to use your ability. Bro,
I'm listening. What's up?
can you get out of the pool? This is a serious discussion.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, sorry about that. I thought this was gonna be like a casual conversation. I don't get it. I thought everyone here believes in the Chosen One. Why would they want to come after me?
You must have forgotten that not everyone can respawn. Most people here aren't waiting for the chosen one to lead them out. They're just looking for any chance they can get to live longer. And if the world finds out that you can help people live forever, they'll forget about wanting to escape this place.
You're right. They would just keep defeating me over and over for my iron sword, so their swords will never break. That's why I have to get out of here, so I can prove to people that there is a way out. Obviously, to do that, I need to make it to level 4, but it's a bit tough to do that since there's no way to rank up apparently.
Wait, what do you mean there's no way to rank up?
Oh yeah, I probably should have mentioned that every time I try to rank up to a golden sword— whoa, getting up close and personal. But yeah, there's no water at the bottom. I've died to fall damage too many times to count.
That doesn't make any sense. There has to be a way to rank up.
I know, that's what I'm trying to figure out. And I have to keep trying, even if it means people might find out that I'm the chosen one. It will be worth it if I succeed.
Look, just be careful out there. You don't know what these people are capable of.
Will do. And just for future reference, if I accidentally share a video journal with you, please do me a favor and don't watch it. I talk a lot about my feelings and stuff that should only really be seen by me, and maybe millions of other people when I share this in the future. Alright, time to break the bad news to Tabby that someone might have found out I'm the chosen one. With that being said, we can all assume I'm gonna die in 3, 2, 1, here we go. So, I got some bad news, and she's not even here. Tabby? Hello? Well, this is strange. If we were at another level of PvP Civilization, I would assume she's out fighting. But no one fights at this level, so where could she have gone? Is she using the video journal? No, she's not. Yeah, I knew that was unlikely. All of a sudden, I heard the sound of breaking glass. I blacked out for a second and my vision started to get blurry. By the time I turned around, it was too late. I was already gone. When I regained consciousness, I had no clue where I was. I looked all around and I was in a room that I've never seen before. Whatever this was way smaller than any of the houses in PvP Civilization. What is this? Is this a PvP apartment? I didn't know they had those here. Not really my style. I prefer my mansion. As I stood there, someone appeared right in front of me with an iron chest plate. Ah, not this guy again. Look, bro, I already told you I don't know how to speak PvP. I have no clue what you're saying. I really thought this conversation wasn't gonna go anywhere, but then the guy who speaks PvP pulled out a sign. Oh yeah, that'll definitely work. Okay, so why exactly am I here? The person with the sword wrote down his response on the sign, and it said,
You are
the
chosen one!
Well, that's just great. Now everyone probably knows. Wait a minute. You were the one who threw that thing on me. I remember seeing you right before I passed out. Why are you doing this? What do you want from me? And what they wanted from me was exactly what Parrot warned me about. PvP Civilization found out I was the chosen one, and they were gonna use me to live forever. Alright, buddy, how exactly are you gonna do that? Because if I die, I'll respawn back at level 1. So why would I bother coming down here just to die for you all? But the response I got made it clear that they had a plan after all. The reason Tabby wasn't in her room is because she was captured herself, and they were gonna use her as bait so that I would keep dying over and over. Alright, hear me out. This is a one-time offer, so think about it. If you let her go, I'll help you live forever, and I'll even give you the key to my PvP mansion. Let's go. Just like I thought, a PvP mansion will make anyone change their mind. Wait, no. Bro, what? Have you even seen a PvP mansion before? I mean, the square footage is insane, and the view, oh, don't even get me started about the view. Wait, please just consider, no. Oh, you can't be serious.
Step back, please. Sorry about this, F-Bow. I wish the circumstances could have been different, but at the end of the day, we have to make hard choices.
You're in on this too? Why? I helped you rank up. Why would you do this?
That was before I knew you were the chosen one and had the power to come back to life. Listen, you're just a kid. I don't expect you to understand. But this is the lives of everyone here we're talking about. You might not get it now, but once you see the number of swords you stopped from being broken, you'll understand.
This is insane. I didn't ask for any of this. You really think farming me every single day over and over for my sword is gonna save lives? What about my life? What about Tabby's life? Do those not matter? As crazy as it all sounded, there was nothing I could say that would change his mind, which means I was gonna have to bring fighting back to level 3 of PvP Civilization. I quickly jumped up and swung my sword at the guard, but he saw it coming and blocked his shield.
Look, buddy, there's no point in fighting back. You're already being used to save lives. If I were you, I'd want to be remembered as a hero.
And with that, the guard closed the door, leaving me to think about everything that was just said. So, this is my life now. Every player and every guard in PvP Civilization, all working together to make sure I die over and over. And of course, I can't do a thing about it, because they have Tabby, and if I refuse to die, she suffers the consequences. So, there's really no decision making for me, is there?
Sorry, I didn't mean to end off our conversation sounding like a villain. Anyways, there's someone here to see you.
What? Okay. At that moment, someone new appeared in the doorway.
Well, now that he's gone, we can have a real conversation. People with shields just can't relate to us, you know?
Standing in front of me was someone I recognized from the wooden sword level. This was the guy who gave me the idea to use the armor stand in my room to respawn. If we didn't have that talk, I probably wouldn't be alive now. No way. Look, dude, you were right about the armor stand thing. I can respawn, but you gotta get me out of here.
Oh, I know you can respawn. I've seen it. It took a while to convince the others, but now we all know.
Hold on, what?
You really expected me to keep your power a secret from everyone? Especially when you can save us all?
You were the one who turned all of PvP Civilization against me? Why would you do that? I thought you could be trusted.
Right, you trusted me so much that I had to keep the door closed when we talked. But anyways, what matters now is that everyone in PvP Civilization has the chance to live on. You should be happy. This is a good thing. People are going to live long lives because of you.
This isn't right. You know this isn't right. We can't be focusing on living here forever. We have to focus on getting out of here. Don't you see that? This doesn't solve anything.
This is the way to save everyone. I'm sure if your friend knew, she would agree too. I promise, after a few times of dying and coming back, you'll forget it's even happening.
This conversation was over. At the end of the day, I was trying to convince people with days left to live that they don't need to go down this path. But their survival is at stake, so they'll do anything. All right, so what happens now? When am I gonna die?
We'll handle that in a few minutes. Just remember, fighting back will only cause less lives to be saved. And if you forgot, Your friend's life over there is one of them. I trust you'll come to your senses.
Damn!
Alright, just hang tight there. We'll have someone with the sword come over and finish this off quickly. It'll be over before you know it.
The door to my cell closed, and I was free to wait here until it was my time to die. The sad part about all of this is that Parrot was right. Once everyone gets comfortable with getting new swords every single day, why would anyone want to leave? Which means there's a good chance I'll be stuck here forever. You know, the least they could do is give me a video journal machine to pass the time. This is getting boring.
Hey, F-Bo.
Hello?
Are you in there?
Why does
John
that voice sound so
Boiler?
familiar? It sounds like my guard friend.
Because
No
it is.
way.
I'm here to break you out.
No way, he can hear my inner monologue.
As you can
Or
see.
it's because you're speaking out loud.
Oh, alright, I guess that does make a lot more sense. Wait,
You're
am
an
I actually
influencer
getting
now.
out of here?
All right, let's move it. It's only a matter of
I have
time
been
before someone
influenced.
notices you're gone. Now come on, follow me.
Let's go. The audience finally
They did
gets to
help the
see what's
USA though.
behind the PvP guard doors. Okay, that was a lot to take in, but
Wait,
I'm
what the
glad
fuck
we're
happened?
out now.
It's
I got
only a matter of
distracted.
time before someone notices you're gone. Now come on, follow me.
Out of here?
All right, speaking out loud.
Oh, alright, I guess that does make a lot more sense. Wait, am I actually getting out of here?
All right, let's move it. It's only a matter of time before someone notices you're gone. Now come on, follow me.
Let's go. The audience finally gets to see what's behind the PvP guard doors. Okay, that was a lot to take in, but I'm glad we're out now. Wait, hold on. We have to go back in there. No one even saw anything.
No can do. I just broke you out. There's no way I'm gonna bring you back in there.
This is ridiculous. You
Well,
think people
thank
are
you.
going to be satisfied with a cutscene that completely skips over all of the interior? Come on, we gotta see.
Look, there's no time for that now. The guards will already be looking for you, so that time is past.
No, that's so lazy. That's so lazy. All right, well, you promised we would see the inside. You didn't say how much, I guess. Well, it's time to get back to business. Man, I can't believe you saved me. How did you even find me?
I heard word from the other guards about the Chosen One being found, so I knew you must have been caught.
Well, all right. Looks like you're a guard at level 3 now. But I seriously need to figure out what to do. The guards and Iron Swords are gonna be looking for me. And if they catch me with you, then they'll know you're working with me. Also, if I'm gone for too long, something might happen to Tabby. So basically, I need a way to get to the Golden Sword level, but just not for long. But I still don't know how to get there. Is there anything the Iron Sword people say about level 4?
Let me think. The only thing the Iron Sword people ramble on about is that thing where you must pay respects to the Chosen One until their sword breaks. If you ask me, I can firmly say you aren't worth dying for.
All right, thanks for the added input. Yeah, I already know people pay respects until... Wait, hold on. What was that part you said at the end? Breaking their swords? What does that mean?
I don't know. Some philosophy they have about the Chosen One. They think they'll be saved by breaking their swords at the statue.
They'll be saved if they break their swords at the armor stand, but no one has because then they'll die. Okay, that might have been very helpful. Stay safe. I'll see you around, I guess. I
The
made my
way to level
over
4
the
is to
statue
break
of
your
the
own
Chosen One.
sword.
Oh, you know, now that I think about it, how awesome is it that I get an entire statue to myself? Let's go. Sorry, I get sidetracked easily. Anyways, I never thought twice about the armor stand people swing at to pay their respects. I thought it was pointless. But if we go back to episode 2, armor stands are always used to buy things. And maybe this armor stand is used to buy something big. And I mean 250 attacks big. Only someone who can come back to life can risk breaking their sword on this armor stand. Which means whatever this is was meant to be bought by the Chosen One. After what seemed like hours, I finally broke my sword on the armor stand. I didn't see anything happen, but when I turned around, something appeared in the open space of the statue. The ground transformed, showing a square with only one block missing. I only had a few seconds to figure out what this was because soon after, the effects of my sword breaking kicked in, and I was back at level 1, not knowing why I just paid 250 attacks to look at a square. I was right, the armor stand was used to buy something, I just didn't know what. I made my way back to the statue, but when I got there, the square that appeared in the ground was gone. If I was gonna have another look at it, I was gonna have to pay 250 attacks again and die, but I didn't have time for that. Luckily, when I was standing on top of the statue, I think I realized what it might mean. The square that appeared in the ground was something that I had seen before, and it was something that was gonna help me rank up to level 4. I went through the red
It's the
gate
way
and got
down.
my golden sword. The reason I recognized what
It's the
square
way
was
down.
is because I would stare at it every single time I would fall to my death. The pattern that appeared on top of the statue was the same exact pattern as the stone below, except for the fact that the pattern on top of the statue was missing one block, and I think that was the block I needed to land on. I don't know how this is gonna work, but I think what I paid for is the way down to level 4. This could be the key to surviving the drop, or I just paid for absolutely nothing. I guess let's find out. I jumped and aimed for the missing block. When I landed, I expected to wake back up in my bed at level 1, but I didn't. Instead of hitting the ground and dying, I sunk right into the block I aimed for without taking any damage. This one chiseled stone brick block was the key to ranking up to level 4. And I'm the first one to figure it out. This changes everything we know about PvP Civilization. Maybe we're not trapped in here after all. It's just gonna take a lot of convincing to prove there is a way to rank up. And if I can't do that, which is likely, I can hopefully at least get the people I care about to follow me. Now, the question is, what is level 4 of PvP Civilization like? If no one has ever ranked up to this level, are there even people here? Alright, well, I guess it's time to be a pioneer of PvP Civilization. I made my way down to the ladder at the end of the hallway, and for once, I didn't see grass at the bottom. The floor was all sand. What also caught my attention was the fact that the place where guards usually go wasn't there at this level. It was time to see what I was up against. I stepped out into level 4 of PvP Civilization. All around me, the bright golden blocks lit up the walls, indicating that I was at the golden sword level. To think there was a time when I actually thought PvP Civilization was just one layer. And now I am one layer away from being at the very bottom, level 5. And I don't care how long it takes, I'm gonna make it there. I started walking around and I saw just an armor stand in the middle of the room. And when I mean just an armor stand, I mean literally just that. Because where there were usually houses, there was nothing here. As of now, there was no sign that people lived here, or even could live here at all. Another thing that caught my eye was the fact that there was no way to go to other sections of level 4. All the walls were just completely blocked off with no armor stands. Speaking of no armor stands, I looked over at the red gate, the one wall in PvP Civilization people need to go through in order to rank up. And there were no armor stands here, which begs the question, how am I supposed to rank up to level 5? Well, as of now, it doesn't seem like there's anything I can do except for hit this armor stand in the middle of the room. Alright, I have no clue what this does or how many times I need to hit it, but let's try it out. I swung at the armor stand and looked down at my sword just to see how long my life was. And that's when I remembered what Parrot told me.
Ranking up to a gold sword would be throwing your life away. Your life is diminished to all of 30 hits, and one misplaced PvP attack is all it takes to end it.
Parrot might not have known that people were dying before they were getting to level 4, but he was right about the golden swords. Having a golden sword reduces your lifespan to 32 hits, which means I definitely used one very important attack on nothing. But that's when I stepped away from the armor stand and a player was standing across from me. Someone with a golden sword. Hello? I didn't know anyone else was here. I guess there's 2 of us. Do you know anything about this level? How do we get out of here?
The journey ahead won't be easy. Are you ready?
Am I ready for the journey ahead? Wait, what does that mean? Hold on, who exactly are you?
I'm the one that decides if you have a future in PvP Civilization.
That doesn't sound good. Well, time to fight. Whoever this was asked me if I was ready, and I thought I was, until I realized I knew nothing about PvP.
He got 8 blocked!
When my life began in PvP Civilization, not dying was the only thing I cared about. Alright, fine. If you want me to get specific, I started caring about that after I used all of my sword swings in the first few days, but you get the point. Once I realized how short life is here, I only cared about trying to stay alive. But now, dying seems to be the only thing I live for. Every day so far has just been kind of the same 2 patterns over and over. The first pattern, a guard waits for me down at the Iron Sword level, brings me to my prison cell, or whatever this is, and I get to be the so-called hero of PvP Civilization. An Iron Sword will come by and essentially harvest me for my Iron Sword, because I am immortal, in a sense. I die over and over again to help people live longer, because that's all I'm good for in this world. Now, I did say that my days usually go one of 2 ways. On the other days, I'll drop down and get picked up by a guard, except not one of the bad ones, but my friend, who is still on the inside.
Well, any progress?
No.
Seriously? I know you're terrible at PvP, but like, even the worst players should be able to land an attack.
Bro, you don't understand. This guy's like not even human. He's some machine that's like programmed to land these crazy PvP combos.
Just figure out how to win already. The more and more people start noticing that you're gone longer only when I'm the one picking you up, they'll for sure know I'm working with you.
I know. I promise I'm doing everything I can. I just need more time.
Keep in mind, Your incompetence is putting Tabby's life at risk too. So hurry up and find a solution. Let's move.
And this is where the other daily routine starts. If my guard friend gives me the signal that the coast is clear, I run over to the red gate and rank up to become a golden sword. See, I found the way to survive the fall to level 4, but I haven't found the way to survive at level 4. At this point, I am starting to believe it is quite literally impossible.
Wait, why
to
doesn't
get
he
to
get a
level
chest
5.
plate?
Every time I get here, I jump into the water and fall down onto the block that allows me to not take fall damage.
You should get an iron chest
there
plate.
are times when I do miss that block and die from fall damage still, but we don't need to talk about those. I'm dying plenty of times already. But anyways, the day continues and I walk out into the golden sword level. I pay 1 attack
Oh,
with
it
my
disappears
sword
when
to
you
the
fall down.
armor stand,
Fucking
and I
idiot.
summon the player with the gold sword. To be honest, I don't even know if this player is real or not. I don't know what I'm fighting. All I know is I have to win to actually get somewhere, and I can never land a single hit. Not one. I haven't landed a single one. So yeah, that about sums up my entire life as of now. I get 1 chance every now and then to try to progress at the golden sword level. I obviously fail. I get picked up by the bad guards. I can't even see my own PvP mansion that I paid 100 attacks for. And yes, I asked if I could use my pool for a few minutes, and I was declined. These people aren't even trying to hide the fact that they want to make my life miserable. As if my life wasn't bad enough already, being seen as a tool and not a person with actual feelings. Somehow my guard friend is the only one who actually treats me all right.
I'm starting to think I should just turn myself in. You're a lost cause.
Never said he treated me well, I just meant comparatively better than everyone else here. But he's not entirely wrong. I mean, this is just embarrassing at this point. I'm supposed to be the chosen one of PvP civilization. I'm supposed to be the one to lead people out of here, and I haven't done a thing with that title. Remember when I said people want to make my life miserable? Yeah, well, this is one of those times. These people know I can't even fight back, and they just like to make my suffering longer. The only peace of mind I get is that by going through this cycle every single day, I at least know that my friend Tabby gets to survive. That's the sole reason I'm stuck in this loop in the first place. The thing is I'm letting her down by not progressing at the golden sword level. No iron sword would dare come down to the golden sword level, which means if I get to the bottom, I can bring Tabby with me and we'll be free. So I need to beat this player. Here we go, time to get put into a combo that will have me actually floating. The player charged at me, but for the first time in my life, I think I accidentally swung my sword at the right time. Okay, I landed a hit. Well, I'll accept my progress and I'll die now. But that's when the unexpected happened. Instead of finishing the fight, the player said nothing and just disappeared into thin air. Okay, that's something new. But that wasn't the only thing that happened. One of the doors to the next room had just opened. For the first time in a very long time, I was now going into unexplored territory at the golden sword level. I walked into the second room to see not just one armor stand, but a lot of armor stands. They were all organized on this square platform with a red pathway weaving through them. Well, this is sure very different than the room before, but it's gotta be the same premise as before. I just gotta hit the armor stand and do whatever challenge it takes to get, and I'm dead. Okay, I've never died by an armor stand. Without my sword breaking, you know what I meant. That is a sad way to reset all of my progress. Except, to my surprise, my achievement for hitting that player 1 time wasn't forgotten. The door was still open, and it seemed like I had unlocked this challenge for good. I just gotta get through it now. I tried hitting the armor stand at the beginning of the red path, and it worked. I survived for a few seconds longer than last time. We are back with a video journal update. They thought they could silence me, but joke's on them. I have a video journal machine at every single level of PvP Civilization. So anyways, here is what I think I figured out. The challenge I'm on operates on some sort of time-based system. I have to hit the armor stands in order, and I have to get to them fast enough, or else well, I mean, you get the point. I think I'm on my 52nd attempt or something. I don't know, I think I lost count a while ago, but anyways, I think this one will actually be the one where I make it, so signing off. Well, you heard the journal. There's been a lot of deaths, but I think I was ready to beat this challenge. All right, let's do this. I sprinted through the course, hitting every armor stand as fast as possible. Every single attempt so far, I failed to get to the last armor stand, but now I finally made it. I was half expecting to die spontaneously, but instead, the door to the next area opened. Oh, thank you, that is a relief. I will say, for the first time in my life, I actually feel like I've gotten better at something PvP related. I made my way into the third room of the golden sword level. By the looks of it, everything looked the same.
Guys, this is training him.
With the exact same pedestal and armor stand.
It's all training
tell
him.
Where this is going. Time to summon the guy again and die many, many more times. I swung at the armor stand expecting to summon the same player as before, but to my surprise, that player didn't show up, and it was someone new. Oh, thank you, this is good. Wait, What if this player's even better? Before you destroy me, can I just ask some questions?
Of course you can, but I'm not here to fight you.
You're not?
No,
Woman
but I
too?
am here to see if you have what it takes to become a diamond sword. Wielding a diamond sword comes with a lot of challenges that you'll need to be ready to handle.
A diamond sword? Okay, how do I know if I'm ready or not?
You need to start paying attention to what you've been learning. The last trial focused on your sword timing.
Sword timing?
Swing your sword too early, you'll deal no damage. Swing it too late, and you'll get hit. A diamond sword knows the perfect rhythm to stay in between. Now, show me.
I ran up to the player and swung my sword 3 times. What do you think? Pretty good, right?
Truthfully, your timing is a bit too slow, but Frey's right. You've gotten better, and you have potential.
Foray? Who is Foray?
That would be the one you died to. Many, many times.
Okay, I do know Foray. Please just tell me I don't have to fight him again. The woman who was named Julie led me over to the next red wall.
Your next trial will focus on enhancing your movement. You'll need to be fast and accurate if you want to succeed.
I don't get it. Are you guys even real? You don't drop swords when you die.
If all goes right, you'll see us soon. Good luck.
Julie disappeared into thin air, and a few seconds
What does that
later,
mean?
the door to the next area opened up. All I'm hoping for now is that if there are any more people at this level, I hope they are more like Julie and less like Foray. I walked into the 4th room of the Golden Sword level. Just like Julie told me, this trial would focus on my movement skills. All of these challenges were preparing me for what life was like at the final level of PvP Civilization. If I was gonna get a diamond sword, I was gonna have to earn it. Luckily, movement is kind of my strong suit. Alright, I mean, maybe my movement could be better. Update, my movement is not good at all, I'm not gonna lie. So far, it's been multiple attempts, to say the least. I'm not gonna say the specific number, but all I can say is it's pretty high. This trial's kind of like the last one, where I have to hit all of the armor stands in order under a certain amount of time. Except this trial has like tunnels, parkour, and well, a lot of stuff that I'm just not good at. But I guess that's to be expected. I'm not really good at anything except for shopping.
Chat, this is
that
the
I
training
am an
art.
expert in, but all
It
jokes
actually is the
aside,
training
I've
art.
gotten a lot better. And I think today's the day I finally complete the course. Here we go. I said it myself. If I want to become a diamond sword, I'm gonna have to earn it. If you were to go back and tell myself as a wooden sword that not long in the future, I would be hitting armor stands mid-air during parkour jumps, I probably wouldn't have believed it. I mean, think about it. I was a guy who wasted half of my lifespan basically in the first day I was here. I am arguably still that same guy, but now I'm a little better at PvP. After that last PvP attack, I dropped down into the water and I officially finished the course. I made it through the movement trial and the door to the next area opened. After seeing only a pedestal and an armor stand in the middle of the room, I couldn't help but notice the obvious pattern. Just please let this be someone I can talk to and not have to fight. I swung at the armor stand and summoned a player that was not Foray and it was not Julie. I guess I'll take a new player. A 50-50 chance they either fight or they talk.
Evo, pleasure to finally meet you. I've only gotten to watch you die a lot of times, but you're getting better. You're understanding sword swing timing, your movement is looking faster. Only a matter of time before you'll be fighting like a real sword.
Okay, looks like we're talking. That's a good start.
Like a real sword.
Sorry to ask the obvious, I guess. How have you been watching me die? I've never seen you before in my life. It seems like you know me already.
Short answer, video journal machines. Long answer, I'll just explain it to you later.
At this point, I think the entire world has seen my video journal logs.
But don't worry about that, just keep going. The next trial focuses on your reflexes. Us diamond swords are quick to react in fights.
What do you mean, us diamond swords? Are you a diamond sword?
That's right, all 4 of us. Hopefully 5 if you succeed. Good luck.
The player known as Wembu disappeared in front of my eyes. So everyone I've been talking to so far are all the diamond swords of PvP Civilization. And apparently they've all seen my video journal logs. I'm not sure how to feel about that. Hey, but Wembu did say I was getting better. That's probably the first time in my life that I've heard words that were actually encouraging. All right, now I'm motivated. I walked into the next room and something appeared in my inventory. Whatever this trial was, required a water bucket. Yeah, I can already tell this one's not gonna go too well. Like Wembu said, this trial was to test my reaction time. I had to hit both armor stands midair and break my fall with the water bucket. Yeah, you've probably picked up on the fact that I'm talking about this trial in past tense, which means I'm talking to my video journal, which also means I died the first time I tried it. But it's kind of weird, like, yeah, obviously I don't
that's actually
wanna
not
die,
that bad.
but when I do, I get to come back
Well, I
here
guess
and
the
update my
timing
video
is
journal.
kinda tough.
Really weird situation.
'Cause you have to charge
yeah,
up
it's
your
good for
sword.
the content, but I'm also wasting time. I could be saving Tabby's life, my life, and everyone else's life. All right, yeah, less video video journal updates, more world saving. All right, see ya. To my surprise, the water bucket trial was easier than I thought. Maybe it's because I'm actually getting better, or maybe it's because I have history with landing attacks while falling. Probably a bit of both, but either way, I successfully passed the third trial at the Golden Sword level. The red door opened, and I could only assume that I was about to talk to the fourth and final Diamond Sword of PvP Civilization. I walked into the room, and the water bucket disappeared from my inventory. All right, so far, 2 of the Diamond Swords were pretty chill and just talked to me. One of them, not so chill. Hopefully, this one is on the cool side. I mean, it does seem like the Diamond Swords of PvP Civilization have my best interest in mind. They want me to get better. What I don't understand is why.
You've come a long way since your wooden sword days. One more trial to get through and you'll be a diamond sword like us.
The last diamond sword said his name was Minutech. Luckily, it seemed like he was on the chill side, so I think I was done with the fighting. All right, I feel like I need to ask some questions because they're really weighing on me now. You guys say you're diamond swords, but you have gold swords. You just spawn out of nowhere, and why are there only 4 of you?
All will be explained in due time. Right now, the only thing you need to worry about is improvement.
Why does this voice sound like AI?
Getting a PvP mansion at the bottom level to make this worth it. Just then, Minutech pulled out an item and held it in his hand. It was a flint and steel, something I've actually owned for a short amount of time.
Being able to use secondary items effectively in battle can be the difference between life or death. Once you understand this, calculating the optimal course of action during a fight will eventually become second nature to you.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie, that actually sounds really cool. Look, I appreciate the guidance, but I don't even know who you people are. As far as I know, pretty much everyone in PvP Civilization just wants to use me for my ability. So how do I know you're not on the bad side? How do I know I can trust you?
You can't, and you shouldn't. The only person you should trust right now is yourself. Do what you think is right.
And with that statement, Minutech disappeared. Damn. I'm supposed to trust myself and do what I think is right. The problem with that is I usually make the wrong decision. But to be honest, what choice do I really have? All of PvP Civilization is pretty much against me anyways, so if the diamond swords are bad, I guess nothing really changes. I walked into the 4th and final trial, and I got a flint and steel as an item. This is the last trial I need to complete to become a diamond sword. After this, I'll be able to see what it's like at the last level of PvP Civilization. I'm pretty excited, to be honest. I'm a little scared at what I might get roped into when I get down there, but I'm confident I'll get a lot of answers to all of my questions, which is all I'm really after at this point. Okay, I know now that I'm back on my video journal machine, you're probably wondering how many times I died in this trial. But wait, get ready for this. I actually didn't die. I completed the challenge first try. That's some real improvement if you ask me. So yeah, once the trial was over, I went through the door that opened and I was back in the room I originally started in. Only this time, the doors to the red gate were open. I
thought he had to fight
every single
the dude
challenge
again.
I needed to do to rank up to become a diamond sword. There was nothing stopping me from going to level 5. So yeah, I know what you're thinking. Why am I talking to my video journal machine at level 1 and why am I not at level 5? That would be because there is something stopping me from going to the bottom. And that reason is because of my friend Tabby. Her being captured is the only reason why the Iron Swords have leverage over me in the first place. Now that I opened all the doors at the Golden Sword level, I can break Tabby out and bring her with me. I'm hoping the doors stay open though, or else my plan, well, yeah, I mean, that would just be really bad. But anyways, if I can get this done, then I can break free of the endless cycle that I was in. I won't have to die over and over again, and I can actually focus on getting out of here. So yeah, that's the plan. Hopefully it works, and hopefully there's video journal machines at level 5. Signing off. If I'm gonna pull this off, I'm probably gonna have to get myself into some PvP battles. And that means I have a legitimate reason to go shopping. Let's go. I got myself an Evbo branded iron chestplate, and I bought a flint and steel, because now I actually know how to use one. That's all I can afford for now, though. Who knows how many swings I'll need when I get down there. All right, here we go. I'm supposed to be the chosen one of PvP Civilization. I guess I might as well start acting like it.
Damn!
First things first, I gotta find out where Tabby is. Let's go, bro. Wake up and get some energy. We're breaking Tabby out, and we only get one chance at this.
Whoa, look at you. You're all geared up now. If you're wearing a chest plate, let me guess. Today's the day, right?
Yep, today's the day. I got past all of the obstacles at the Golden Sword level, so if Tabby comes with me, she should be safe, and both of us will become Diamond Swords. But we have to move fast. I've been gone for a while already, and if people catch on, we lose our only chance. All right, tell me where I'm going. Bro, are you serious? I said we need to move fast. Why are you just walking?
I mean, can you blame me? You say today's the day, like, every day.
No, what? No, today's actually the day. Let's go. Bro, why do I still pay this guy? I followed my friend through the guard doors of PvP Civilization, and we made our way towards the cell where Tabby was being held. Just a few blocks away from my own cell, we stopped at a door. Okay, is this the one?
Yep, if she's alive, She should be in here.
Well, let's just hope your knowledge checks out. All right, open it up. Let's get her out of here. If Tabby wasn't in here, well, goodbye to the plan. But fortunately, when the doors opened, Tabby was still here. Let's go, you're still alive. All right, for real though, we gotta get out of here.
Should I be concerned that you're the one who made this plan?
Probably, to be honest. But what choice do you have? Come on, let's go.
I'm seriously gonna regret this.
We just gotta make it to the red gate. If we make it...
Evbo, we, might be in some trouble.
I slowly turned around, and at the end of the hallway, there was one of the iron swords.
Yeah, so if you ask me, we should probably run.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. My guard friend bought us some time by closing the guard doors, but that won't hold forever. Let's go. We gotta get to the golden sword level.
That's your plan? Remind me again how many times you died trying to survive there?
A lot, I know. There was also a lot more when you were gone.
Speaking of the plan, what am I gonna do? That guy in there, Prince Zam, he definitely saw my face. My cover's gone.
Nice subtle name drop. Yeah, you gotta get out of here. Look, just find somewhere to hide. Take my mansion if you want. The door should be open. If all goes well, I'll find a way to escape and I'll come back and get you.
Your mansion? Oh yes, please. Good luck, guys.
Okay, it's confirmed. He definitely just wants my pool. All right, let's go. Tabby and I ran over to the red gate to rank up to become golden swords.
I'm risking my life by going in here. So if you're wrong about there being a way down,
you just have to trust me. I found a way down and I know that we can survive. I wouldn't be breaking you out if I wasn't confident.
Fine. I guess I'm trusting you then. I'll see you on the other side.
Tabby turned around and the door closed behind her. All right, time to pay my attack and go on through myself. But just when I was about to go through, I was ambushed. Clearly the Iron Swords
why are they using this song, dude?
The fight that I prepared for was here, and there was no running. Once I healed up, I turned around and engaged in battle. I was holding my ground until Prince Zam landed a 3-hit combo and I was on the run. His sword skills were better than mine. I wasn't gonna beat him with the sword alone. Okay, it's time to see if I can use this thing. Just like my training, I used my offhand to light a fire on the ground. The counterattack completely caught Prince Zam off guard and he backed off. After that, I think I had the upper hand in this battle.
Well, this is a shock. Looks like those bottom feeders actually taught you how to fight.
Bottom feeders? Wait, how do you know who they are? But before I could think about it, Prince Zam charged again. I placed another fire with my flint and steel and went back in with my sword. Both of us were equally trading hits and I was starting to get low. Just when I thought it was over for me,
Dude, the fire hits are preventing him from landing his own sword hits.
Hearts. One more hit and that fight would have been over for me. Well, temporarily, I guess, but if I had to go back to level 1, the iron swords would definitely not let me get to level 4. I just gotta be thankful that that fight went the way it did, and get out of here before somebody else finds me.
Evbo, what's going on?
Just then, I thought my life was over, but luckily, it was just Parrot. Hey, what's up, man? Look, so I just broke Tabby out, and I kinda need to get through these doors before I die. But if you wanna come with us, I found a way down, so you don't have to stay here forever.
I can't. I can't respawn like you. It's way too risky for me to go.
Look, I get it. That's your choice. But if you change your mind, just remember this. The chiseled stone brick block on the right. That's the block you want to aim for if you want to survive the fall. All right, I gotta head out of here, but I hope I see you again, man. Thanks for being one of the good guys, I guess. It's nice to know that even though practically the whole world turned on me, there are still a couple people out there that are looking out for me. And those people, Tabby, Parrot, guard friend, probably not so much. I feel confident enough to call my friends.
Evbo, I know you'll see this eventually. And when you do, I don't expect you to trust me ever again. But you need to hear this. I'm not who I say I am. No one here is really. I just want to tell you my story.
Okay, let's get this back on track, shall we? Good news is that no one's gonna follow us here, so we should be done with the fights.
Are you good? What took you so long?
Oh yeah, I'm good. I kinda got ambushed by Prince Zam, but let me tell you, he was not ready for how good I've gotten. Safe to say, he's not coming back, but oh man, I wish you could have seen how good I was fighting. You would be so proud. But anyways, I do
what
need
if
food,
Prince
though.
Zam is
Tabby
the guy
over some golden
that
carrots and
the
we got
girl
ready
killed?
to jump down to level 4. Again, it's the chiseled
In the
stone
dude
brick
before,
on the
so
right
he
side
also
of
had
the
access
floor.
to the
If
armor
you
stand.
land on that block, you're not gonna take any fall damage, I promise you. But if you miss it, well, you're gonna end up like Prince Zam. Too soon? All right, yeah, it's too soon. He's probably gonna haunt me in my dreams for that one, but whatever, let's go.
I knew it!
Time to wrap this up for good. Now, I just gotta wait. If only Evbo knew that he was on his last respawn.
Oh, this is so scary to watch. Oh, okay, that was close.
So this is the only block you don't take damage on?
Yep, as far as I'm concerned. I don't know how it works, but I'm just glad it does. Tabby and I walked into the golden sword level, and fortunately for us, all of the doors that I opened were still open.
So what was this level like? What did you have to do?
I mean, there was a lot of stuff I had to do. Most of the things, though, actually helped me a lot in PvP. Except for arguably trying to fight this one guy. Let me just tell you, just be glad I opened the doors. He was so good.
Against you, anyone's good. What was his name?
His name's Foray. He's one of the Diamond Swords, actually. I'm not even kidding, though. I actually could not hit him for the longest time. So let's just hope that the Diamond Swords are on our side when we get down there. We walked through the door into the hallway where both of us would become the most powerful swords in PvP Civilization. As an Iron Sword, my life was 250 attacks long. As a Golden Sword, well, a lot shorter than 250. But now, I'm officially a Diamond Sword. And with all of the challenges I've had to overcome to get this sword, I feel very confident that my lifespan is much longer than 250 attacks. All that's left to do now is head to level 5. I'm kind of conflicted. I hope there's some really cool stuff to buy at level 5, but I also don't want to spend all of my swings my first day. I might have gotten better at PvP, but I'm not exactly sure if I've cured my desire for a luxurious life. All right, we ready?
You tell me. I mean, what if there's no water at the bottom? Like how it was at the Golden Sword level?
I guess that is a possibility, but at the end of the day, we really have no choice. If there's no water, I'll die, and I'm not gonna be able to get back down here, and you'll be stuck forever unless you jump. So what's the point in waiting? Might as well go now, right? All right, let's do this. If there's no water at the bottom, it's been nice knowing you. I jumped off the ledge down to level 5. When I saw the water below me, a sense of relief came over me. Not only did I know that I would survive, but that Tabby would survive too.
Oh, hey, isn't this awesome? We survived. Oh, wait, sorry, I'm drowning. I need to go up.
So this is the bottom of PvP Civilization. I took a look around the gigantic room. Every wall was lit up with the diamond color, and giant statues in each corner stretched from the floor to the ceiling. Waterfalls were flowing from the center into giant canals that led to... I don't know where they led to. All I knew was that this was the bottom, and people weren't supposed to make it here. Well, we made it. I guess there's only one way to find out if there's actually a way out of here.
Well, look what we got.
All of a sudden, I heard a familiar voice behind me.
Congratulations to both of you for becoming Diamond Swords.
Okay, I'm gonna need an explanation on how you just disappeared and showed up as a Diamond Sword, but I can wait. Tabby, this is Wenbu. He's one of the guys I fought at the Golden Sword level, and he's a Diamond Sword like us. All right, Wenbu, give me some answers. What is this place? Is there a way out? What are all these statues? Are you on our side? Are you even real? Sorry, I just have a lot of questions going through my head right now.
It's a lot to take in, but don't get overwhelmed. As far as you're concerned, you're in paradise. Just do some exploring for yourself and we'll get you caught up soon.
At every other level of PvP Civilization, people have described it as a nightmare, but this is the first time it's been described as paradise. Well, you heard Wenbu, let's go exploring. I'm just hoping that whatever is at this level of PvP Civilization doesn't make me forget my goal, and that's to get me and my friends out of this place.
Evbo brought her down with him just like you thought. You think she knows who we are?
Of course she does. I'll bet she's calculated every move up until this point.
She's been by his side from the beginning, for his whole life practically. He doesn't know us at all. If we act now, Evbo turns on us, and all the efforts will have been a waste.
Indeed, the situation could collapse very quickly, but we bought ourselves some time. She doesn't know where Foray is.
True. She's not gonna try anything unless she knows for certain Foray isn't a threat.
All we can do is observe for now. When Evbo finds out she's not who she says she is, who knows what will happen.
What the fuck?
Throughout my
Guys, I
life
got
in
shivers.
PvP Civilization, I would
Is
always
she
get
evil?
distracted
She's
by
not
the
that guy, is
unimportant
she?
things. Video journal machines,
Does she have a
different
cock?
colored chest plates. I don't know, I guess it's who I am. The point that I'm getting at is I was scared about what might distract me at this level, and I was right to be. Because when I swam out of the water and saw a massive statue of an armor stand with windows carved into it, yeah, I definitely forgot about leaving this place. I would call myself an experienced homeowner in PvP Civilization, and my expertise would suggest that this was in fact a PvP mansion. So naturally, the most optimal thing to do here is to find out where to buy one. I gotta say, Wenbu was right. This place did seem like paradise. All of the doors to other rooms were completely open at the Diamond Sword level. All right, not having to pay an attack to go to other rooms means I can spend more on myself.
Let me be the one to go. You have a longer life than I do, and you don't deserve to die yet.
We're all gonna die if we don't get that sword, and you know I'm the only one good enough to get it.
I don't doubt that, but how will you handle your emotions? You'll need to make a friend to survive, and betraying someone close to you
Will be easy because the mission is the only thing that matters. I know who I am, and I know where my loyalties lie. I will always be in.
Tabby, you have to come check this place out. It's insane. Look, I'm just gonna say it. After looking around for a few seconds, I don't think we need to leave.
You can stay here all you want. I'd rather leave by myself anyways.
Okay, well, now that you put it that way, I will leave. But I have made up my mind. I am buying a PvP mansion here first. And you won't be able to convince me not to invest in prime real estate. I made my way over to the next room where I found the PvP marketplace at the diamond sword level. Above the armor stands, there were giant statues that showed all 5 swords, along with a statue of a 6th one. I wasn't sure what that meant, but I couldn't help but be reminded about the statue at the iron sword level, the one that talked about the unbreakable sword. I'm sure that will be cleared up eventually, but for now, I just need to find this. The last house I need to buy to be able to own a house at every single level of PvP Civilization. Golden Sword level aside, of course. I'm still a little upset there's nothing to buy there.
Care to put a little more time into making this decision? We still have no idea if we can trust the diamond swords, which means wasting 200 attacks on a house could be a mistake.
Okay, you're right, fair point, but we can't make a decision until we know exactly how many attacks we have left. I swung at the armor stand with my diamond sword for the first time, and I couldn't believe my eyes when I saw how long my life was. With 1,500 attacks, I could buy this mansion and it would change nothing. Okay, so after doing a financial analysis, I'm buying the house. I wonder if any of the other diamond swords have mansions of their own. I kind of feel like I'm the only one in PvP Civilization who even bothers to upgrade their house. Like, sure, it's taking weeks off my lifespan, but why not live a little, right? Parrot would understand. He's a fellow mansion owner like me. I put the PvP mansion key in my offhand, and the door to my brand new house opened. This was now the biggest purchase of my life, and something that important means it needs to be recorded, which means it's time to go back to my roots and open the video journal again. Let's go. There was no doubt in my mind this place would come with a video journal machine. Wait, no way. Indoor waterfalls that lead to an elevated double bed? Oh man, leaving PvP Civilization is gonna be harder than I thought. If there's a way out, of course. But what if I go outside and there's no mansions out there? Then I'd kind of want to come back in here. But what if I can't come back in here? Bro, this situation is so complicated. Okay, enough stalling. I need to go journal. It's been so long since I've made a video journal update. I feel like I've lost a part of myself. I opened up my video journal machine to make my first update at the diamond sword level, but that's when I noticed something. I got a message. Okay, I've never gotten a message before. This is new.
Look, I let you get your mansion, but now it's time to get serious. Let's find a way out of here while we still have the chance.
Okay, fine. Wait, but I got a message. Please, you gotta let me read the message first. It could be super important.
You know what it's gonna say? It's gonna say stop making journal updates and go outside more. Now come on.
Okay, it's not gonna... Wait, do you actually think it's gonna say that? Tabby and I walked over to the second room that we found at the diamond sword level. Up ahead, there was a giant structure, and it was nothing like I've ever seen before.
You go check it out. I forgot to buy golden carrots. You should be decent enough by now to survive a few minutes on your own.
No way, that was the first somewhat encouraging thing she's ever said to me. Okay, well, if the diamond swords are not on our side and that guy Foray shows up again, I think the fight will be over in under 30 seconds. But Tabby's not completely wrong. I've gotten better and I actually feel confident enough to hold my own in a fight. After all, I'm a diamond sword of PvP Civilization. It's time to start acting like it.
Evbo, I know you'll see this eventually, and when you do, I don't expect you to trust me ever again. But you need to hear this. I'm not who I say I am. No one here is really. I just want to tell you my story. I'm not a natural born sword. I was born with a...
I walked up to the top of the structure to see 4 identical armor stands in each corner. Well, if I know one thing about armor stands, it's that they always give something in return. And since I have 1,300 swings left of my sword, I'm willing to spend a few to find out what this is.
I know you like hitting every armor stand you see, but don't bother with these ones. They won't do anything. For right now, at least. Unless 3 more diamond swords show up.
I thought it was like a universal law that all armor stands do something.
Just let me explain. We called this the battle simulator. It's how Foray, Julie, Minitek, and I fought you at the gold sword level. While you were up there, we were down here.
You guys were down here the whole time? Okay, so you guys are real people. That's reassuring to know. So you're saying if I hit one of these armor stands, I can fight people at the golden sword level but still be down here?
That's one of your responsibilities as a new diamond sword, to test and train new players that are trying to rank up.
Wembu said once 4 diamond swords join the battle simulator, the doors at the golden sword level are sealed shut until each diamond sword decides a player can go on through.
A diamond sword can only enter the battle simulator once, so the doors won't be closed until 4 new diamond swords fill the spots. Once those spots are filled, we're supposed to go out into the world.
So you guys can't leave until 4 new diamond swords take your places. Okay, well, you have Tabby and I. We just need 2 more and then you guys can leave, right?
Well, the situation is complicated is all I can say. But follow me, I want to show you something.
I followed Wembu into the next room of the Diamond Sword level, and I saw something that looked like the Red Gate, except this time it was on the outside wall. Wembu was waiting for me, standing in front of 4 armor stands on the ground. Look, Wembu, you've shown me 8 armor stands now, and my urge to buy something is at an all-time high. But I'll be disciplined and ask, what are these for?
This right here is the way out of the Sword Civilization.
Little did I know I was standing in front of the one place I've been trying to get to for my entire life, the outside. And it was here, right behind this red wall.
Dude, I'm
Wembu
sucked
said
in,
the
bro.
cost for opening the door is 100 swings on each of the armor stands. If I wanted to, I could open this door by myself and leave right now. Okay, I think I can piece it together. So you guys could leave, but you won't because you need 4 more diamond swords to take your places.
Yes, along with the fact that our world isn't one we exactly want to go out into.
What does that mean?
Well, I'll go into detail later. I need to talk to Julie real quick. I'll be back.
Okay. Just as Wembu ran off, I turned around to see Tabby finally made it back.
What was he saying? Anything useful we need to know?
Actually, yeah, there was a lot of stuff, but long story short, this is the way out of PvP Civilization. If what he said was true, I guess it makes sense why they can't leave yet, but he also said that the world outside isn't exactly one he wants to go into. I don't know, it didn't sound like he really wanted to leave.
To me, that sounds like they're trying to keep you here for the same reason the people above wanted to keep you. To use you to increase their lifespans.
I don't know, it doesn't feel like that's what they're trying to do. If they truly were just gonna use me, I don't think they would have helped me get better at PvP.
But if you're wrong, then you bringing me down here with you just cost me my life. So I say we plan for the worst and start hitting the armor stands so that the second something feels off, we'll leave here. Together.
You're right. I guess having a backup plan isn't a bad idea. Alright, I'm down. Tabby paid almost every PvP attack needed to open the door. So, if the unfortunate situation comes about where the diamond swords turn on us, we only need to hit the last armor stand a few times to make our escape. Tabby and I walked over to the next room of the diamond sword level, and on the ground there was what looked like to be a giant map. You have any idea what this is supposed to mean?
No clue.
It could just be like an abstract art piece. After all, PvP Civilization does thrive off of its interior design choices.
You two.
Wait, no way, it's Julie!
Come with me. I want to show you something.
You think she's gonna tell us about the origin of our universe?
Why would you assume she would start with that?
I don't know, it's been weighing on me.
I want to tell you about the origin of our universe.
I told you.
You want to be a wooden sword again?
Sorry. Okay, Julie, just hear me out. I have a video journal documentary kind of going on right now, and that story you just told me is literally blowing my mind, and I need to update it right now. Wait, you should join me. You could be the first diamond sword I've had featured on my video journal.
You coming with?
Trust me, I've had to suffer through many of those already. I'll just wait here.
Fair enough. I think I can spare one journal update.
Let's go. This should only take an hour. All right, we are back with an update. It has been way too long, and there's been a lot of development so far. Obviously became a diamond sword, learned about the battle simulator, even found a way out of this place, but I think I just learned the biggest lore drop of all, and that's the origin of our world. According to Julie, who you don't know, verified diamond sword, can back up my claims, our universe began with the 5 items of PvP. The sword, the axe, the bow, the trident, and the shield. These 5 items are known as the eternal weapons, and they created the universe as we know it. But check this out. Not only mind-blowing to know that there are 5 items out there that control our entire universe, but there are people with items just like them. I guess when people come into this world, they're born holding one of the 5 items. So me, for example, I am a natural-born sword, but people can be born with shields, axes, everything else.
I don't mean to interrupt, but how long is this gonna go on for?
Let's see, I haven't even gotten to the emotional reflection part yet, so I would say 30 more minutes.
Then that is my sign to leave. Also, MinuteTech wants to talk to you in the Video Journal headquarters.
Wait, did you just say Video Journal headquarters? Okay, on second thought, my emotional reflection can wait. I hope you all can understand this decision, but if there's a Video Journal HQ, that requires my immediate attention. Signing off. Wait, I totally forgot about the message I got earlier. I guess I can spare a few minutes. Wait, message deleted. I didn't delete this. Where'd it go? Okay, that's weird. Maybe my video journal machine's broken. If that's the case, they must have tech support at Video Journal HQ, right? I don't have an answer as to how my message got deleted. Just like I don't have an answer to what the Black Sword statue is in the PvP marketplace. But just 5 minutes ago, I learned the origins of our entire world. So I'm pretty hopeful that in due time, I'll find the answers to those unknowns. I climbed up up the ladder to one of the most glorious places in PvP Civilization, the Video Journal Machine headquarters, an entire building dedicated to the most important machine ever made?
I imagine this must all be overwhelming for you, but give it time. Not too long ago, we were all just like you, slowly piecing together what we know about life.
I mean, before today, I thought there were just people with swords and people with shields. I kinda just wish someone would have been there to tell me all of this from the beginning. Why did I have to make it all the way down here to know all this?
Our world is complex, and flooding a newborn wooden sword's mind with all of that information would distract them from focusing on their own survival. But you seem to have been successful with handling the many truths of our world, as seen by your video journal logs.
So that confirms it. You guys have been watching my video journals.
Your strategy of breaking down new information and venting your thoughts to your journal seems to have helped you come to terms with the realities of life.
I never thought about it that way. Can't say it was intentional, but, you know, I'll take a compliment where I can get one. Minitech showed me around the Video Journal HQ. There was a machine here that would allow you to watch the live feed of any user's video journal machine. There was also a machine that makes copies of every video journal entry that's ever made. As soon as someone records a video journal entry, for example, me a few minutes ago, the copy will show up directly into this video journal machine, available to take. And once those copies are made, I guess the Diamond Swords just throw them into these barrels. Oh man, who knows how long they've spent storing all of my video journals.
You're free to take any of these recorded journals and watch them back. That is, if you find value in rewatching your old journals, since you're the only one in here with a video journal machine.
Okay, I guess that confirms I'm the only one in here who doesn't think a video journal machine is a waste of... Wait, I'm not the only one with a video journal machine. Parrot had one of his own. Wait, if these are all the copies of every journal entry ever made, then the message I received has to be here. The message I got must have been sent between my last 2 video journal updates because I would have seen it before completing the Golden Sword level. Sure enough, I opened up the second to last recorded entry and it was from Parrot. Parrot's the one who sent me the message. Well, I guess I got indirect tech support since I can now watch my deleted message. All right, Parrot, what do you got for me?
Evbo, I know you'll see this eventually, and when you do, I don't expect you to trust me ever again.
What?
I'm not a natural-born sword. I was born with a bow. I know much of this won't make any sense to you since you have no concept of the outside, but there is a struggle for power in our world. The bows, axes, and tridents, all plotting against each other to achieve immortality. As of now, all 3 of our civilizations farm the natural-born swords of this world to extend our lifespans. But true immortality is what everyone is after, and that could be made possible by obtaining the Eternal Sword. The Eternal Sword is everyone's mission, along with wiping out the rest of the Diamond Swords. The last 4 living Diamond Swords have been hiding at the bottom, protecting the Eternal Sword. Before today, no one from the outside has found a way down to the Diamond Sword level. That was until you showed Tabby the way. I don't know what she is, but I do know what she's not, and that's your friend. You can choose not to believe anything I just said, but believe me when I say Tabby will be ready when she makes it down there. There are 2 types of people that come here from the outside civilizations. Those who are sent here as punishment, and those who willingly come here because they've been training for their entire lives to succeed. My guess is that she's the second type, which means that she'll have a plan for everything. She'll know where to be and when to be there. She'll know the perfect moment to make her move, which would be when she's found enough time away from you to operate unnoticed. She'll have a plan of attack and the resources to make sure she can win. The Diamond Swords will think they can stop her, and that's because they'll believe she lost all of her items when she dropped down to the Golden Sword level. But Tabby will win, because she has something the natural-born swords don't have: knowledge. When she's retrieved the Eternal Sword, she'll make her escape, which was only made possible by using her greatest resource: your trust. I just want you to be prepared for what's to come. If Tabby takes you out with the Eternal Sword, you won't be coming back. Not even your armor stand in your room can change that. I know I have no reason to earn back your trust, but let me end this off with why I'm here. You know how I said that there were 2 types of people that came here? Well, I'm the first type. I was sent here as a punishment for speaking out against my own kind. I never believed in farming the swords for a longer life, and I wasn't going to sit by and watch an entire civilization be pushed to extinction. So whether I have your trust or not, I'm gonna spend the rest of my life trying to make a difference in this world.
The video journal machine shut off, and I was left standing there with a million different thoughts running through my head. I didn't even know where to begin. Parrot was asking me to suspend my belief in everything I thought I knew. And believing that Tabby, the one person who stuck by my side from the beginning, is a traitor, is something I just can't do. I don't even know what to believe anymore. Parrot's been lying this entire time about who he is, so why should I trust him now? Tabby spared me. As a wooden sword, Tabby was the only one who cared enough to let me live. So fine. Parrot deceived me and made me think that he was actually someone who cared about me too. I can live with that mistake, but that doesn't give him the right to make me question everything Tabby and I have been through. She's my friend, and I'm not gonna be convinced that she's not. The problem with hearing a lie is that you can do everything in your power to forget about it, but it will always occupy that small space in the back of your mind. And that tiny piece of the lie that's left will be just enough to make you start looking for ways to prove it's the truth. Which is why I'm standing here, wondering why the door to leave PvP Civilization is open. Tabby said we would leave together, so for the life of me, I can't understand why she would open this without telling me. Unless Parrot's right about everything.
Go find Evbo. Make sure he's isolated.
Where did she go?
She's gone, and she has the sword.
Leave together. That's what we're doing, right? You said we would open this door and leave together.
Please be here, please be here, please be here. Evbo, time to pause the journal. We need to... No. Are you serious? Why would he not be here? This is literally the only thing he cares about. Okay, no need to panic. He's probably just journaling at the house right now. What is this, stone sword level? Bro, he has so many. I don't even know which is which anymore. What? Why is there a shield in his bed? Okay, can I ignore that? All right, this should be the one. Please just be here. Of course. The one time I need him to be journaling. This is bad. He's got to be looking for Tabby. Wait, what? Who is this? No. How did they get into Evbo's room? He's just waiting for him. He's not gonna let Evbo respawn.
Were you ever gonna tell me how you lied? Or were you just gonna, go back to wherever you're from, not say a word, and let me die? Probably the second one, right? I mean, that always was your style. You never did talk. I see you got a new sword, too. Care to explain?
Move.
I have to admit, I was holding out hope that there would be an explanation. But now I know Parrot was right. It's like you flipped a switch, and the Tabby that I knew isn't even there anymore. It must be nice not having to feel any regret at all from turning on the people that actually care about you. I mean, this is easy for you. Tell me how you do it.
It's easy, because what I'm doing is for the greater good. What I'm doing will save lives.
For the greater good? As in, what, wiping out all of the natural-born swords? Or farming us for infinite durability?
I'm giving you one more chance to move. Think about how you want this to end.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Tabby, but I'm not gonna do that. Because you're my friend, and if you want me to move, you're gonna have to prove that I don't mean anything to you. So why don't you just do it already? Do what you came here to do. If you truly believe all of the swords shouldn't be alive, you take me out with that sword, I'm not even gonna respawn. So get it over with. Show me I mean nothing to you. Maybe I was never Tabby's friend. I mean, to be fair, she did say we were not friends, but she had a choice. She could have gotten rid of me and never seen me again. So why am I still here? I don't think she's keeping me alive to use me for my power. She won already. I just have to think that some part of her wants to keep me alive because she cares. Oh, this next video journal is gonna be, what the? Cinema! This is bad. I need the armor stand. Oh!
I'm not dying like this.
Oh! It's a trident!
Let's start this whole thing over. Maybe I'll call this, I don't know, the beginning of the PvP Journal Chapter 2. When I first started this journal, I didn't even know who I was. I didn't know what I was. But now I know who I am and why I'm here. I'm here because I was born as a sword in PvP Civilization.
Wait, but how did he respawn?
In order for me to go out
Is it
into
because
world,
the netherite sword was broken?
I was strong enough to survive by becoming a diamond sword. That's what this whole place is for. To give wooden swords a chance to become stronger.
There's still
so
4
they
minutes
could
left.
endure the battles with the other civilizations. Seems simple enough to understand, but the problem is that almost everyone
kill him
in
with the
here wasn't
axe?
or isn't even a sword at all. Wooden swords that spawn into this world aren't making it to this
Wait,
place.
I saw she had the sword
Something
out
I'll
though.
explain in a few minutes. But let's talk about what happened after I almost died for real. Prince Zam apparently wasn't afraid to hide the fact that he was a trident. If he is still alive, I'm not sure how, since the trident he threw is still stuck in my wall. But I don't know, maybe there's still more I need to know about our PvP universe. But after Prince Zam revealed his identity, more people started to follow suit. The guy who spoke the PvP language was apparently an axe. Who knew? Once again, I'm still not familiar with the universal laws of PvP. I thought I would be able to use the axe myself after winning the fight, but all it did was just add durability to my sword. It took a couple times of dying and coming back to defeat all of the people who are against me at the Iron Sword level, but I can't say I didn't have some outside help. The last thing I heard from Parrot was that he would try his best to make a difference in this world. From what I can tell, he was doing just that, but I wasn't ready to talk to him just yet. I still needed to piece together my feelings towards him. I did go talk to my guard friend, however, who, not surprisingly, was found in my pool, but talking with him made me realize I never questioned where the shields came from, and to my surprise, my friend didn't even know himself. To him, his life started in this place just like mine did, which means he's only just at the beginning of his self-discovery journey. Speaking of self-discovery, remember when I said I knew who I was? Well, there was a point in time when I thought I was the chosen one, but I've come to realize I was always just a guy in the right place at the right time. Apparently, there was another chosen one, and it was Foray. For reasons I won't understand, he supposedly gave up the power that I have, and I only have the room with the armor stand because of that decision. Don't worry, I don't plan on giving up this power anytime soon. I still am very unconfident with my ability to survive. But anyways, now that I'm a diamond sword, let's talk about where we go from here. Starting with my mistakes, did I know that the diamond swords were protecting one of the 5 eternal items? No, and none of them blame me for helping Tabby escape with it, as far as I'm concerned. But the fact remains that Tabby has it, with the intentions of trying to create immortality for herself, for her civilization. I don't really know. Point is, it's probably not good, considering all outside civilizations seem to be against the swords. Which brings me back to the point I made about wooden swords not making it here. Apparently, every new player spawns at the center of our world, and somehow makes their way to their own civilization depending on what their weapon is. Which means, somewhere along that journey, the natural born swords are, well, if Parrot was right, they're being farmed for their durability, just like I was in here. How I made it here, I don't know. I don't know if I'll ever know. But the bigger question is why? Why are the swords the ones being farmed for longer lives? I framed that like I don't have an answer, but I do have some explanation, so don't worry. The story takes us to the statue in the PvP marketplace, the black sword that I always wondered about. At first, I thought it was a symbol of the eternal sword, but it wasn't. What it shows is the true power of being a natural born sword, and that power is the ability to level up beyond a diamond sword into a sword of netherite, one with infinite durability. I know, right? Isn't that crazy? I could be immortal plus have infinite durability. I don't know how I get there, but whatever. Long story short, any natural born sword has the ability to achieve immortality, which is why all the other civilizations are doing everything in their power to stop that from happening. A lot to take in this time. This has quite possibly been the most lore-dense journal update of all time, but we gotta start off chapter 2 right, and most importantly, start it off with all of us on the same page. Can't leave anyone behind. I don't know what life is like outside of these walls. Parrot once said life in here could be a gift, and given the fact that he's from the outside, I'm gonna assume the worst. But we can't stay in here anymore, not while Tabby is out there with one of the most powerful items in the universe. She knows I'm alive, and I'll bet she knows I'm gonna come looking for her. What am I gonna do when I see her? I have no clue. I guess I'll figure it out when I get there. But until then, I'm gonna be the guy with the shopping addiction, the guy that talks too much, the guy who trusts people too much, the guy that isn't half bad at PvP, and the guy that believes there's more to this world than fighting to live longer. Ooh, that sounded pretty cool. All right, good way to end it. Signing off.
Wait, so that's not it? There's more? There's a part 2? What the fuck? Bro, it's 3 hours just passed. 3 fucking hours just passed. Do you guys even remember that the fucking USA lost? This flag should be white. I would have forgotten too if I didn't have USA flags on my fucking back. Wait, so did I actually miss that detail? She didn't kill him with the sword?
Lives.
For the greater good. As in, what, wiping out all of the natural born swords? Or farming us for infinite durability?
I'm giving you one more chance to move. Think about how you want this to end.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Tabby, but I'm not gonna do that. Because you're my friend. And if you want me to move, you're gonna have to prove that I don't mean anything to you. So why don't you just do it already? Do what you came here to do. If you truly believe all of the swords shouldn't be alive, you take me out with that sword, I'm not even gonna respawn. So get it over with. Show me I mean nothing to you.
What? That was the sword.
Gonna do that because you're my friend.
Unless it was a netherite axe.
Let me die? Probably the second care to be an explanation. And even there, actually,
is what I'm
infinite dirty Tabby. I don't mean the sword shouldn't be alive.
Yeah, the sword is broken.
Mean nothing to you.
No, she is using the sword. She held the axe after the...
So get it over with. Show me I mean nothing to you.
What? It doesn't make any sense. She attacked with the axe or with the sword. She swapped to the axe after first hitting him with the sword? Does that imply that she does? Like, that Evbo does mean something to her? And specifically allowed him to respawn? Could this mean that this could set up a future in which she is still fulfilling her orders and her loyalty to the Axe civilization while still keeping this possibility by allowing Evbo to respawn to mend relations between the Sword civilization and the Axe civilization to make the Sax civilization? Okay, that's probably dumb, but like... Oh my god, dude. Chat! Say it with me! Cinema. That was crazy, dude. Good fucking video. More importantly, how the fuck did Evbo not decide to literally like DMCA everyone and instead actually let people literally upload full-fledged like re-uploads of other people's reactions? Like Ludwig has literally his reactions to this shit on his main channel. I'm like, what the fuck, dude? This guy is actually like the content goat. It's crazy.